We ain't know nobody, man. We live. In this thing, boy. I've been waiting on this, goddamn.
I'm eating right now.
I've been goddamn waiting on this. Well, hurry up, man, because this nigga over here.
I'm saying I'm eating right now, but when I take my screen off, I need you to take the shades off. That's already a pair of shades.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, we Twin Towers tonight, bro. Come on, man. Double. Man, I've been waiting on this.
That first round.
Best battle of the year.
That first round was legendary.
Best battle. Hey, hold on, man. Come on, I'm talking first, man. Don't be disrespectful right now, bro. Come on, man. Let me get my geek out. I'm excited, bro. Can't believe this. Best battle of the year. IBA versus KADILLAC Jackson. I don't have the Undertaker music, so I'm going to lead it up to IBA. It was going down this past weekend, bro. It was going down. Best battle of the year. I am your man, Rep Milwaukee 414, CEO of SNEAKERHEADS Clothing Line. Man, we about to get in on this battle that happened this past weekend. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. I know the notifications is finally about to hit y'all emails. Y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Man, me, Shoe Freak, man, hopefully Retro pulls up. I ain't talked to him all day. Hopefully everything is cool with him. Hope everybody had a good day. Y'all go ahead and hit y'all intros, man, because I'm ready to get this in, bro. I'm geeked out here.
Your boy Sneaker James. You see everything on the picture. I'm not gonna hold it up. I know he's ready to get into
it. It's your boy IBA. You already know what it is, man. You guys can find me over at Instagram at IBA SNEAKERHEAD and also YouTube, man. We're just here to go ahead and talk about what happened this past weekend, and yeah, let's get it in.
You ain't gonna play the music? You ain't gonna play the music, bro? You ain't play the music? Word.
Stupid.
Go ahead, Caddy.
Year was good. It's your boy KADILLAC Jackson, aka Fourth Quarter Caddy. Ready to talk about it, man. Ready to talk about it. I told you it was gonna be the best battle of the year, and I'm pretty sure it didn't disappoint.
Nigga say Fourth Quarter Caddy. Is this
gonna be the best battle of the year?
You said what?
I don't think I heard Fourth Quarter Caddy. This is the first time I heard that.
That's in his bio. That's in his bio and everything, boy. His bio and everything.
I gotta be late. I ain't never. I'm late. I'm sorry. My bad.
That's in his bio and everything, boy. Get in tuned out here. Get in tuned out here. Yo. Okay, I put my glasses on. You feel better? You feel better?
Thank you, sir.
Yo, all right. So, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. First of all, who we got in here, man? We got JJ all day. We got Hannon in the building.
Next up,
hit the comment section, man. Hit that like button out here. Hit that like button. All right, it's free out here. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? If you in the chat, man, hit a comment so we know, you know what I'm saying, who's in the building. Man, okay. Before we even get into the rounds, bro. Let's talk about these intros, all right? Let's talk about these intros, bro. Who went first on the intros?
IBA did. Yeah.
IBA.
Actually, no. I went and then IBA went.
That's what I thought. I was like, yeah, that's what it was. So you know, you got Caddy with the, you know, the real norm, you know, that New York shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, he set the tone, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, IBA camera was the whole time was literally like this the whole time. I'm like, dog, is he gonna battle like this the whole time? Like, what's going on, man? Don't tell me you have some Wi-Fi issues, right? you know, they like, you know, okay, IBA, hit your intro. IBA, are you there? And all of a sudden, hit it, IBA. Hit it, nigga. out to Hop Dog in the chat.
That's what it was, bro. That's what it was.
Shout out to Soul Reap in the chat. He turns on the Undertaker music, and the whole chat, everybody on the panel, everybody that watched that shit, everybody that watched it live, bro. Everybody went crazy, bro. Everybody went crazy. You would have thought it was. Man, I don't be watching wrestling. What's the major stuff on wrestling? SummerSlam or whatever it be. I don't know. Whatever it is, man.
My nigga said SummerSlam.
I don't know what it is. Cage matches, whatever. It was something, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole chat went crazy, bro. And then McFly KOF. You know he a wrestling freak, so he really went stupid. Like he really went crazy.
I caught everybody off guard. That was the whole point, man. You know what I'm saying? We just here to entertain and have fun, bro.
It was a great.
And then he turns his camera on like this. And what did you have on, bro? Bro had a robe on. He had a cape on or something. What did you have on, bro?
I just took a sheet and threw it over me, bro.
Nigga had a bed sheet over his head, bro.
Was that a fitted sheet or a flat sheet? Does that matter?
Hey, it was a regular sheet. I started to get a fitted, but I was like, nah, nigga, you know, talking about.
Bro had a regular sheet. Well, go and say y'all. Go say you can go ahead and do your whole, play for play about how you did your intro. I'm sorry.
Bro, I mean, to be honest, you know what I'm saying. It was coming down to the wire because I went to go pick up my what the fours. Yeah. Then I stopped at the Funko Hollywood, whatever, for a couple of the homies, and then
appreciate that.
No doubt. So I was running late, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, bruh. So I don't know. On my way home, I was just sitting in traffic, and I'm just thinking like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? To bring some, entertainment to the battle. And I just came up with that. Like probably 30 minutes to maybe not even an hour before the battle.
In my opinion, it was a great touch. It was different. That's why I'm talking with the most, because it was different. I've never seen it, so it was different.
Right. So what I did was I called E-Money. I hit him up and told him, hey, is it cool if I do this and whatnot in third? And he was like, oh, for sure. Yeah, we could do that. So that's why, what I'm saying, in the beginning of the show, even Caddy probably was wondering, like, what's going on here? Because he didn't even know what was going on. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, the only other person I didn't know was 313, but, the other two knew. So they were just waiting for it. That's why they was kind of snickering and stuff before it actually went down.
I didn't even peep them. I didn't even peep them with the Snickers or whatever, dog. I thought you did it on your own. Like, didn't nobody know nothing. They was like, go ahead, IBA. Go ahead, IBA. Right. And all of a sudden the music kicked in. And I just seen McFly KOF damn near bust a nut on camera, nigga. The nigga was geeked over that shit. I was like, God damn, nigga.
My nigga, I had to call. Caddy had the Malcolm X face the whole night.
Bruh.
Hey, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
He had that by any means necessary face.
We going to get into that. But IBA had the cape, gown, the sheet, he threw it off and blew smoke all over the camera. Talking about he want all the smoke. All the smoke.
I had to call my neighbor last minute, like, hurry up. Hey, I only got a chance to practice that one time. I said, this is what we gonna do. And I told her, whoop, whoop, whoop. Then she was like, all right, bet. And then we ran it. And it came out the way it came out. It was great. I liked it.
My bad. I totally forgot to talk about the light flickering, turning off the lights, and the light flicker. I mean, the man had a sound stage, light stage, like lighting. He had everything. When you dealing with an LA nigga, I'm sorry, dog. Like everything.
You never know what you're gonna get, man.
Yeah, he had a cast. He had a backstage cast production.
Bruh, hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm a big kid, bro. So I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, I go beyond. Like I'm just that's just my personality, bro. 100.
IBA is Spike Lee, boy. When it comes to his production, boy. Only thing he was missing. You know how Spike Lee be doing all his movies, where he'll have somebody sitting on a moving reel, and so you just need a whole. You see everything moving, and they just be standing there and they be talking or whatever, just out like that. That'd be this man right here. That'd be the type of productions he'd be doing. They'd be like, bro, IBA, you just doing the intro. And he'll just do some Spike Lee, 40 Acres and a Mule production. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I tell you, if I would have seen IBA floating, I'd be like, Caddy, bro, you already lost, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, this nigga's floating, bro. Like you can't, you can't do that, bro.
Hey, with all this being said, man, like I said, I got some stuff coming, so I'm just gonna tell everybody, just stay tuned, bro. I got some stuff that we ain't even touched on yet, so everything is just a snippet as far as I'm concerned.
Man, all I know is that that really set the tone. And Caddy was just on some, the New York, you know what I'm saying? And this man just came very much business, like very much. I'm ready to handle mine, and this dude over here just comes with the full production. Like when I said this last week that y'all gonna set the tone. Y'all gonna have the best battle of the year, and y'all gonna set the tone for all the rest of these battles after y'all. Yo, y'all made me look like Nostradamus. I appreciate that. I'll just tell y'all right now, man. I appreciate y'all for making me look good.
Let me tell you what I feel. Honestly, I feel like IBA came into this battle like there's a possibility. There's a possibility I might take the L. If I take the L, I'm gonna take it with some style. They're gonna be talking about this battle whether I take the L or not. And that's what I think he came with. He came with like it's a possibility, but if I do lose, they're gonna still be talking about what I did before I took the L.
Right. Well, that's partially true. I mean, me was just, me being, the character that I am. That had a lot to do with it. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to do something that was memorable, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I mean, come on now, it's me and Cadillac. Like, come on, bro. They could have went either way, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Caddy, what kind of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a computer analyst for MTA.
Bro, he just looks serious as shit. He just looked like he looked like he go like if he go
and Caddy, just for everybody that don't know, what is MTA?
Metropolitan Transportation Authority. So New York City Transit.
New York City Transit. Okay, we talking sub transit though. Subway.
We're talking more administrative, like the whole system.
The whole system. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Because he looked like if he goes up to his child's school, everybody just stop like, hey, hold on.
So I'll explain two things. One, I knew IBA had heat, but I didn't know what type of heat. Mm-hmm. So I knew that the battle wasn't going to be no easy battle. I didn't have an easy battle with Jay versus Juice at all. So I knew IBA was going to bring it because IBA, we're around the same age. So I knew the 90s kicks was going to come out and everything. And I was like, yo, if he hits with those classics, it might be a wrap for me.
Okay.
So that was the first thing. The second thing was, and IBA, we had to talk about it. IBA posted that picture.
Right.
And he posted the picture with the clown shit on my face. I wasn't going for that. So, and I told him I wasn't feeling that.
Right.
He said, yo, I didn't mean nothing by it. And I was like, all right, cool. Empty the clip. It was like one of us is getting out of here tonight. So I was just like, yo.
So you really did feel some type of way about that?
Oh, hell yeah. I was tight.
I could tell.
I was tight because I don't, other people do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Other people.
Yeah.
So I try not to do no shit like that. I felt partially disrespected by it. But then when IBA was like, yo, it wasn't like he said it to me like, yo, it wasn't no shade behind it. I didn't mean nothing by it. It was, just to hype it up a little bit. And I was just like, all right. But at the same time, I was like, if it's a battle he want, let's get it.
Let's get it for sure. I can respect that.
Gotta respect the fact that you keeping it 100 though. Gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Because the average person that say no, I ain't feel no type of way. But when you see IBA, just throw all type of shade. So that was real shit. That you just kept it 100. Like, yeah, I felt some type of way. We chopped it up and it's over.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I told him. Because as soon as I seen that, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I addressed it real quick. Like, bro, it ain't really like that. Like, to be honest, if this man would have told me to take, he never told me to take it down. But if that man had told me, you know what, take that down, I would have done it without no back and forth.
Yeah. So, you know, once we got in the room, it was just like a playoff game. In all honesty, it was just like a playoff game. It was just like, all right, you know, I already knew, yo, we going 5.
Right.
We definitely going 5. I don't know how this is going to sway at all. And then what made it crazy was everybody was just quiet. It was a dead fucking silence. It was just dead silent. So it was just like, it felt like a playoff game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The whole time, and we're gonna break down each round here in a second. The whole time, yo, after that intro, it was just like, yo, you could see Caddy's game face, like, I'm not,
bruh.
Yo, Mamba mentality kicked in, bruh.
But look, it was funny if you watch Caddy's face when I was doing my intro. It's like he tried to keep his game face, like his poker face, and he couldn't even hold it, bruh. It's like he wanted to keep it, like he didn't want to laugh even though the shit was funny. But he couldn't. He kind of snickered a little bit, but he tried to keep that game face.
You know what it was? Because when I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I hear the music. I hear the music come on. Like, okay, for a minute, watch. Shoe Freak, talk for a minute.
Yes, sir.
You see how that ring comes around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So every time the bell went off, the joint would light up.
Like it was beat.
So
like
I
it was
like,
beaten.
yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And I go, really, nigga? So then I see the light start flickering. And I'm like, this nigga got a whole fucking intro. And I'm like, yo. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, part of me is like, yo, what the fuck? And the other part was like, this nigga got a whole fucking intro. And then I see him come out with the sheet and it like he got a damn cloak on. Then he busts out the cloak and blows the smoke in the camera like the game spitting the water and shit. And I'm like, bruh. This shit was wild.
Bro, he was here for that. He was here for that. That's what I got from the battle. I got that he said, if I lose, something I do tonight is going to last longer than me taking the L. Because everybody who watched that battle, they're gonna watch that battle a couple times, but they're gonna make sure they keep going back to that beginning because it was hilarious.
Right. And
it was different.
I mean, that's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? We be talking about these battles every day. You know, not every day, but every week. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right. You know what I'm saying? All 4 of us, you know what I'm saying? This is what we do. So it's our turn. We up. So it's time for us to, you know what I'm saying, show out and, you know, show these people, you know, a good time. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
That's a fact for sure.
Caddy came to play though. my man had that.
Well, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go round for round. Let's get into it.
Are you done? Bro, he was super serious. Well, I say, man, he is here. He here for this today.
We don't want no stories. We just gonna get into it and let's go.
That's all it was. It was like, yo, it was basically like if you saw the Wilder fight, it was just like that. It was blow for blow.
Pause.
Right.
No, man, but it was a good one. It was a good one. That's for sure.
That's a fact, man. All right, so let's get into these rounds, man. So you know, intros go down, then you know we get into the shout. First of all, man, shout out to E Money, you know, E Money Shoes channel, man. First of all, big up to E Money, man. Setting this whole battle up, setting up, you know, the whole, you know, who has the heat sneaker battle tourney or whatnot, man. And setting up this battle, period. I mean, this battle was, once again, I feel it's battle of the year. It was a flawless victory for the audience, you know, for E Money and the panel. It was a flawless victory for everybody. It was long anticipated, and everything went smoothly after the last past couple battles where it's been like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? to finally get something, you know, that was like that Raging Bull 5 you pulled out, Caddy, like, oh.
It was definitely, and like I said, I was in the movie theater with my daughter. So I couldn't hear anything, but I wasn't about to miss it.
Right.
That's a fact.
And then what's up, my brother?
Well,
What's up, AJ?
And then perfect timing when I think after the first round, as the second round is about to start, Frozen comes to an end. I'm like, okay, let's go. She's like, hold on. I said, nah, it's over now. I know you gotta go to the bathroom. Come on, because I'm trying to get her to go to the bathroom. Because I'm like, come on, now you hold me up. I need to catch all of this right now.
Man, it was a flawless victory, man. And well, AJ, go ahead and hit your intro real quick.
What up, everybody? It's AJ Ty87 Kicks on Instagram. Just wanted to join my guys. I heard about this epic battle and the Undertaker entrance. So, you know, I was trying to be a clown. I was going to do something crazy like that, but I'm like, nah. You know, I was going to come in with like a Jeff Hardy or some shit like that. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, bro?
So
What's up, my brother?
We just got done talking about, you know, the intros that went down in this battle and everything like that. Now we about to get into the rounds. Man, so yeah, like I was saying, you know, once again, shout out to E-Money, shout out to, you know, to the whole crew, 313 Retro Queen, McFly KOF, PM Kicks, who was not there. I don't know what happened with him or whatever, but
he was flying back from LA.
Okay, so yeah, he was flying back and he couldn't make it. But yeah, shout out to all of them, man. You know, the battle was dope. Round one. So I don't remember the question. Y'all remember what the question was?
I don't remember the question. I was solely judging
the question.
I was still like off of the intro, so I you know, I'm sorry.
The question was, pull out a shoe that you bought for retail where the resale value has went up on the shoe.
Yeah, I didn't even. Like I said, I didn't hear that. I solely was judging the way the shoes look. Easily.
Right.
And so round one was the bread one and what else?
The Travis Scott 4.
Travis Scott 4.
So
survey says
the 4 easily.
See, and that was interesting because when I saw him pull out that bread one, I was like, okay, so he's setting the tone early. Like you ain't getting by easy.
But no, he was here for that.
Yeah, so
here for it.
So I already had the Travis Scott 4 in my hand, and I'm like, shit. I'm like, I don't know if this Travis Scott is gonna beat this one, but fuck it. I'm like,
no, go ahead. I mean, no, okay. So I mean, what I was about to input is that Sneaker James is bugging. That bread one was hands down, and the whole chat said it. Like, yeah, that bread one.
But you're biased. You're biased, sir.
Very biased.
I am very biased, but I also love the mess out of 4s. But I mean,
but you're biased though.
But hey, me and the whole chat must be biased in out here. Hey, we talking about history, and we talking about.
We not see. That was not a part of the question.
It don't matter that it wasn't a part of the question.
I'm going off the looks. The Travis Scott 4.
The Travis Scott 4 looks better than the bread one.
It looks better than the bread one.
What?
It looks.
In your opinion?
Yeah, of course, in my opinion. Of course, in my opinion.
Wait, hold on. You said the Travis Scott 4 beats the Jordan bread ones?
And the look. If I had the opportunity to get both of them at the same time for retail. As much as I love the one, maybe because the 4 is blue, but the 4 looks better.
Are you talking about like silhouette or just that colorway though?
Just the colorway.
So you're not talking. So if you took away Travis Scott from it and that just came out, you would still say that's better than the bread ones?
Yeah, I like the colorway. It's not necessarily that it's even attached to him. Okay. It's just the colorway.
Okay.
So
I'm solely going off the colorway makes it look better. Like
so the question had nothing to do with it.
No, I was going off the looks. No, had nothing to do.
So what was it?
Because I don't care.
Which one had the most resale value?
It was pull out a shoe out of your collection that you bought for retail, where now the value of the shoe has went up. So
wouldn't you say Bread Ones?
Yeah,
because the Bread Ones are cheaper, right? They are cheaper than the Travis Scott 4s, and they're pretty much at the same price, or actually even more.
Yeah, more.
Yeah,
right.
So it was more of like a popular vote, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I just think, as far as that 4 and that 1, I just think the 4 looks better.
Yeah. Once I saw that 1, I was like, I was like, he probably got this one. So I was like, all right. I was already on the second battle in my head. Like, all right.
Right.
Yeah. So, AJ, in your opinion, even though you didn't get to see it or whatever, by just hearing it right now, which one do you pick? I already know what you're gonna pick, but go ahead and say it.
We all know.
No. I mean, I would say, I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, now if he's talking about colorways, yeah, the colorway is fire, but like, you can't beat the bread colorway. Even if it's just black and red, the hint of white, you can literally wear that with anything, and it would still look. It would look better than if you would wear a blue shoe. You see what I mean? Like, you could wear those breads with like blue, with green, whatever, it still go. But I mean, bread ones. If we're talking about history, bread ones.
But just off the question, AJ, just off the question.
Oh, bread ones. Yeah. Like if you were saying like the resale value.
Yeah.
I would say bread ones, because bread ones were what?
160.
160
compared to what, 220. How much was the Travis Scott? 220?
I think 220.
Yeah.
I think I'm not 100%
Something
sure.
like that. I mean, I would say bread ones. Now, if you're gonna go off hype, then yeah, Travis Scott I think beats it by a little bit, but I think margin wise,
but height wasn't a part of the question though, right? It was just strictly off resale.
Resale.
Yeah, just off resale.
Yeah.
Since I don't really, I guess I don't really care about the resale of it, of any of it. So that's
the whole thing. People are not caring about the resale.
Yeah, right. But the resale question kind of comes in because when the breads came out, the resale was higher, right?
Yeah.
But now when the Travis Scott came out, the resale was higher. Sorry, you can't really you can and you can't compare that at the same time, because at their respective times they were at different resale values.
And it wasn't like the audience was like, oh, let me go look at StockX to see which one is more.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But see, that wasn't the question though. To be honest, the question was, as long as you pull out the shoe and it went up in value, it doesn't matter how much it went up, as long as it
could have
went
up in $5. Yeah.
Right. Ones, I think bread ones would take it that way.
Yeah. See, I don't know, man. I just
think, you're talking about colorway. We're talking about the actual question. Right?
The actual shoe, yeah, the actual shoe, just
colorway. Yeah, I mean,
and so more people just went off the black and red, the bread one, than the Travis. And it could have been many factors. It could have been, like you said, the colorway.
Yeah, the colorway
rocks with the colorway more.
The colorway did it for me, because I look at that. I look at the like AJ was saying, the bread colorway. You can wear a lot of stuff with that. The Travis Scott 4 is more challenging, which is more my speed.
Yeah,
it's more of a challenge to find something to wear to really kind of set yourself apart, opposed to the bread one.
I got you.
You could wear bread one. You could wear the bread one every day of the week.
Right.
With
so any color.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So bread one took round one. So that was IBA 1-0 at that time.
By default, but okay.
What was that by default?
I mean, he got that one.
He set the tone. He set the tone with the intro. He set the tone with round one.
I think people were still high off the intro. That's why.
That he got. All right, man. So round two was what was the question on round two?
Round two was pull out a shoe with 3M on it.
Oh yeah, this where you fucked up.
Bloodbath.
So at that point, I feel like I don't care what I would have pulled out. I can't say that. I guess I'm really focused on 3M, and I guess I just went for what was just OD3M. I just felt like I had that. Like, you know what I mean?
He trying to go for the kill, bro.
So what did they pull out?
So
for the kill.
So when they said, pull out a shoe with 3M, the first thought in my mind was the Bo Jacksons, but I used them the last battle. I used them in the last battle against Jay versus Juice. So I pulled out the Raging Bull 5s.
Okay.
And then IBA pulled out the 5 Lab 3s. Now,
so go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, Caddy, did you go first?
Yeah.
So Caddy went first and pulled out the Raging Bull 5. I said, "Oh my God, he not fucking around. Like he really felt some type of way about this intro. He really felt some type of way about round one that you could see it in his face the whole time, AJ, because
of course,
the whole time of the battle, like he had Mamba mentality kicked in before they actually hit the button to go live. Like he was very much Mr. Burns, like the whole, like he was like, like he was very much Mr. Burns the whole time. Like, I'm about to eat this dude lunch. So he knew that round one, obviously he lost round one. So he said, okay, Mamba mentality about to kick in. And he went to go get that Raging Bull 5. Like, I'm not playing no games. And went to the back to go get the stupids and came back with the Raging Bull 5. And then, you can see IBA face, and he was I
feel like at that point, when he pulled the Raging Bull 5 out, me being in IBA's position, sitting with that 3, once I see the 5, round 3.
Yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what to pull out.
I'm not even pulling that 3 out. I'm like, okay.
I would have picked the bull. I would have picked the Raging Bull. So I just felt like.
Hold on. Now, see, this is where 901. He said, by question standards, the 3 is more dominant. Is the dominant 3M shoe? Okay,
but that wasn't the question.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, the 3 is based off of the 5 tongue.
Yeah. And they said pull out a shoe with 3M on it. They didn't say pull out a shoe that's
with the most.
3M.
Yeah, with the most. 3M
with the most. It didn't say with the most. It just said 3M. It could have been anything.
3M shoe on it. Pretty much saying, if you pull a shoe out with 3M on it, we have to choose which shoe we feel look the best.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. So I pulled out a shoe with 3M.
OG 13s.
True. If you have them.
Yeah.
It could have been anything with 3M. It didn't even matter. So it wasn't, like I said, I guess, like I said, as soon as I heard 3M, I mean, come on, what more 3M do you want? Like, you know what I mean? So I guess my mind just clicked on this shoe, and I just went for it. So,
in all honesty, I was expecting at that moment the Travis Scott 6 to come out. Because I was like, that shoe has 3M on it.
But hey, in my opinion, that 6 wouldn't have beat that 5.
It would have put you. It would have made it. It would have put it in a running.
It would have been a good battle. Interesting.
Yeah, because that 3.
Because that would have made people made a business decision. You'd have had to make a business decision on that. Like, do I go with the 6?
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good battle. That 3.
I can't say I agree. I think the 5 is a no-brainer. I guess for me, in my opinion.
No, that's a fact. But that 3 though. No,
you pulled out the Travis. You pulled out the Travis Scott 6. You would have got it. You would have got some votes.
You would have got votes because you got to remember that the Travis Scott 3 just came out, so it's still popular.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it would have helped you out. But that 3 though.
Hey, I get it, but at the end of the day, bro, come on, it's 3M, bro. Like,
that's what happens when you get in this battle. You grab something and you're not thinking about what the people are gonna like. There's some questions you just like, I just need to answer the question.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, I totally agree. If you would have pulled out that Travis Scott 6, you would have got some more votes. I'm not saying that you still would have won. I ain't gonna say you still would have won that round over that Raging Bull.
It would have made it more debatable though.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this question. What 3M shoe would have taken out that Raging Bull, no question, hands down?
The trophy room.
Facts. That's probably about it. Like, to be honest.
Hey, and then, hey, before we went live, we was just talking about it, and I said, man, Caddy could have been fronting. It could have been like, yeah, this is the trophy room, and not showed the back of the shoe.
Not showed
right.
and just showed it like this. Yeah, this is the trophy room 5. And put it back down, and
like, hey, turn it around. His camera goes blank.
Black says the DB3s, but I don't know if the DB3s would have beat the Raging Bull 5s.
I mean, I would I'd be the same way. Like if I was seeing a 3M, I would have pulled out my green bean 5s.
That would have the green bean 5s would have been something serious.
But see, a lot of the people probably be like, what are those? Right? They wouldn't really know.
Yeah, you got it. So there's a lot of people that just be like, huh? I've never seen those.
Exactly.
And you got, if you know, then you be like, damn, green bean 5s.
Actually, all 3M Jordan shoes.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody's probably looking up the green bean 3 right now. I mean 5s.
Yeah, the 5.
Yeah, like green bean. Well, Black probably has it. He just probably went back to, late 90s, early 2000s and grabbed it real quick. Like,
I'm sure he could have pulled out the 13s with the 3M. I mean. Maybe like
I get what Caddy's saying. Like you're saying, when you hear a question, you're not necessarily thinking what people are gonna like. You're just trying to answer the question,
right? Because for us, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? As being, a contestant, like, bruh, that's what we're here for, the questions. But at the end of the day, it's both. You have to think of both. And I guess, like I said, as soon as I heard it, I mean, bruh, I just reacted. Like I knew exactly what I was gonna get when I heard that question.
Yeah. See, and Jay said it too. I thought Caddy was gonna pull out the 5s on me. I had the trophy room 5s waiting. I knew Jay had the trophy room 5s too. And I was like, he gonna hit me with those trophy room 5s, and I gotta have the counter. And I was like, and I don't know what question he's going to pull it out on. So it was just like, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Right.
So when the questions start hitting, and let's be real, the questions E-Money had Saturday were all good questions.
They were decent.
Yeah. They were some pretty good questions.
Yes. Very much so. So I mean, it was a couple different ways that it could have went about it, but I mean, you pulled out the 3M joints. It is what it is, and it was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So I guess we can just move on because that was a wash.
I just feel like that was that shoe. Like, I'm not going to be down too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So hey,
it was definitely like you lose game 1. It was like, all right. Game 2, I can't lose because if I do, now I got to play catch up the whole rest of the way.
Yeah.
If I lose one, it's over.
That's a fact. So now it's 1-1. Tied up.
We won it this time.
And it's Caddy won round 2, and then we go into round 3. Round 3 question was
pull out a shoe where it comes in a special box.
Yeah. Now this question right here, shout out to E-Money, bro.
The question was phenomenal.
Yes.
But IBA once again lets me down again. Because I know IBA I know he could cook over there.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. You see these things behind me, most of my shoes are in them boxes.
Understood.
So as far as having a box, I mean, I got box. I'm not gonna go look for that box. So at the end of the day, I just went for what I knew.
And that was the thing. I got a lot of drop fronts. I have very few boxes, and the only boxes I have is for like special stuff, and most of it is LeBron's. So it was like,
okay, I'm gonna give you a case in point, right? It says pull out a shoe with a special box. Just because we know the shoe, we don't need to see the box, but we know the shoe. So if I'm in this battle and they says pull out a shoe with a special box, and I'm just pulling this out. This is now it's just we know the up tempos normally come in an orange Nike box.
Did you have to show the box though? I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
pull out the box. You know what box this came in, right?
Yeah.
But you can't say that about everybody. Everybody, I mean, because I don't know what box that came in. So I mean, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, like if Yeah, because not, and then again, people might see it and be like, well, if it just come in that blue Dornbecker freestyle box, is that really a special box? And
it's a special box compared to this.
Yeah, and you got to remember, there are some shoes that have the box for cover and come in a special case or a special, like for example, the Nike Air Pressures come in that plastic case.
Okay.
See, like I thought, he would have pulled the SP Gina out if he could have.
Yeah.
This was coming out if I could have, but I couldn't use it no more.
I'm about to say, but that's a special box though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I feel like to pull out a shoe and don't have the box when the cushion is based on the box, then it's kind of pointless. Like then it's like that's not a good question.
Yeah, because people in the chat would have been like, "But where's the box at though? Where's the box?"
Right.
I don't know because we're judging shoes. They said pull out a shoe that came in a special box, not pull out a shoe that came in a special box and show the box with it.
Yeah, but the box was for the chat. The box was extra. The box was like at a time where they normally would just think about the shoe. This time they were like, well, we need to see the box too, because they were saying it like, we need to see the box too, because IBA even asked. He said, because I need to see the box.
Questions.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still all about the presentation, because just like when you buy a sneaker and it comes with that special box, whatever, and you don't get that special box. For example, the Coming to America Greek Freak ones. They came out with a special box.
Yeah, the special
in
box
New
with
York.
The rose petals.
Yes,
but that was the thing. The ones that people got online in New York came in a regular Greek Freak box.
But the ones that he handed out
came with the rose petals.
That's what I'm saying. They had that special box
with the rose petals. Yeah.
Yes. Like everybody and their mama, including myself, wanted that, but they only did, with him doing the handouts when he was in Queens or wherever randomly, whatever. So it's all about the presentation. Like if you got that special box, you want to see that, you want to get a feel, and everything like that. So that's what I think he was trying to go after with that.
If you have the box but you don't show the box, because you're answering the question though. You're answering the question by pulling out the shoe. I just want to get an understanding. The question is, pull out a shoe that came in a special box. Now, if I pull that shoe out, do I lose because I don't show the box too? Because you didn't ask me to show the box.
Well, that's up to the chat.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it too. Like, it could have went either way. Because at that point, they just would have judged the shoe. I mean, at the point, I just feel like the question goes hand in hand with us actually having that box.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel like the question would have been pointless.
I mean, not Caddy, but IBA actually asked. He was like, "Yo, what if I just got the box?" And they was like, "Man, the shoe or the box, just show." So even if he just had the box, they was like, "All right, this floats," because that's kind of what we technically said.
No, but that's kind of weird because we're not just
look. Hey, are you preaching to the choir, my brother? I'm just telling you what they said
because we're not here to judge a box.
Yeah, and see, like most of the chat is saying now, I need to see the box.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I get that. So you show the box. Do you not? I don't know. Do you not want to see the shoe at this point?
No, I think they need to see the shoe because some of them need to see the shoe.
They
want to see
the whole. They want to see the whole presentation. They want to see the shoes,
exactly,
the boxes, the retro card, the laces. They want to see all of that.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say, AJ?
Most of us now who have dropped from boxes don't really keep the box in the room. Like for me, I'll put the boxes in my garage or the basement. So that means if a question like that means like, okay, I got to be prepared. So I got to go run and find the box.
Exactly. You only got 90 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. You only have 90 seconds. And if IBA, let's say, had the box stored away, he's not in 90 seconds going to run, go get it, come back, set the box up. Like, hold on, let me put it all together.
Yeah, so that puts him in a tight situation.
See, the briefcase, yes.
Well, but technically, that's not the box. There was a box for that box.
Yeah, there was a box that covered the briefcase.
True,
but they would have counted it anyway.
Was the box covering the briefcase or was the box inside the briefcase?
The box covered the briefcase.
Oh, okay.
The box is like a protective covering for the briefcase, just like for the LeBron 4s, the birthdays. It came in a protective box. So then when you take it out, you have the special box that it comes in.
Okay.
So that the case doesn't get messed up.
Right. Because I was going for that box, because that's a rare box right there.
Yeah, if you'd have pulled that out, you'd have probably won. But the thing was, they would have been like, "Let's see the shoes."
Facts, and I didn't have that, so I was like,
"Yeah,
yeah." I mean, I can understand. I can understand where y'all come from. I'm just me listening to the question. I'm thinking, you saying show a shoe with a special box.
We get it, yeah.
Then these came in a special box, and it's like,
yeah. If you'd have pulled that out, they'd have been like, "Ooh, 17s. Let me see those." And you'd be like, "I ain't got them." They'd have been,
yeah.
But had I had them shoes in that box, I had that hands down, bro.
So that, let me see. This question could have gone either way. Like, to make it more like, next time it should be like, "Yo, let me see the box, the whole presentation," because if like Caddy, we're right. Like, I mean, if I bring out the box, do you really need to see the shoe? Because the question was like the one that has the craziest box. I know some collectors that collect just the displays as boxes. Like Jake 88. If you guys look up Jake 88, he has like one of the craziest collections I've seen. But some of his stuff is just the boxes. Like he has drop fronts, but he has like the amazing displays too. So.
Good point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to be kind of
yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying you got to be specific, because if you're saying when you're specific, you give like IBA you give him a more detailed answer to say, okay, I got 90 seconds to really make a move on what shoe I'm going to pull out. Because I'm sure if he had the time, he probably wouldn't have pulled that Van out. I mean, I'm just assuming that if he had the time.
Right.
Well, like I said, I mean, I got what I had access to, because like I said,
of course,
when it comes to boxes, like I have them stored. I don't know where's what. Like I said, once you got drop fronts, it changes everything. So it's like, bro,
you got to think about it like this too, also as well. Once that question went out, Caddy was peering. IBA was still asking, so that was about another 30 seconds because he was still Caddy was already gone. IBA was still like, so am I just supposed to show the box? What if I don't have the box, but I got the shoe? And what if I got the, and vice versa, whatever. Caddy was making his way back by the time IBA was getting full clarification about the question. So 30 seconds was already used.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
trying to be clear, though. I was trying to be clear. How some of the questions be. I need to be clear.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I fully understand.
You got to be specific because, like I said, you never know. You never know what this person really could have. But with him rushing, like he said, he grabbed what he could get, like what he could find.
Right.
Now, if they say, look, we know what the box look like, we just need a shoe with a special box. Then, okay, you can pull out a Gatorade 1 for real because it's a special box.
Right.
Not a regular Jordan 1 box. So it could go either way, but
you could have pulled out any of the Travis Scotts. You could have pulled out pretty much anything that had even if it's a different color box,
right?
It's different than the original box.
True.
So this was the Air Max round, right?
This was This was
the LeBron round. Yeah.
Right.
That's when it was the LeBron 4 birthdays versus the Nintendo Vans.
Yeah.
This is once again you could have pulled out the Travis Scott 6, and you would have got some votes.
Technically, the one
you might have actually won this round because
he would have won.
LeBron haters.
Travis Scott, exactly,
hands down.
Yeah, just because of the LeBron haters, a la 313 Retro Queen.
I won't even blame it on 313 because 313's been pretty chill. She'd be like, all right, I'm gonna let you show your LeBrons and get your shot off. But I know everybody doesn't rock with LeBron like that.
Yeah.
So exactly. and see now I'm kicking myself in the butt though, because now I'm thinking of all these simple boxes I had around. I'm like, I really didn't think about it. When I think about box, I'm thinking more of like on the lines of what we pulled out.
Yeah.
Because I could have pulled out a Fearless box then, or like you said, a Travis Scott box or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
All of those would have put you in
And I'm looking at him right now like that right here. But I guess I just looked at something that's just more out the usual. You know what I'm saying? More,
That's the whole thing with this battle. Like, because it has you running all over the place, sometimes you will forget what you have.
That's a fact.
Because there was times I was like, yo, and it was after, and I was like, yo, I had that. Like round 4, which we'll get into in a minute, I could have pulled out a totally different shoe and I forgot. Totally forgot. And I didn't remember until the show was over and I had signed off, and I looked down and I was like, and Rep reminded me.
And it was right there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I felt the same way.
Rep reminded me, and it was right here. And I was like, dog.
Bro, you know who grilled me? Chaotic grilled me. He was like, bro, you could have pulled out whoop, whoop, whoop. But then when he said that, I was like, I know. Yeah. I was like, bro, he got on my head. He know what I got. So it was just like, pause. You know, the heat of the moment. Yeah, pause.
Yeah, bro.
But in the heat of the moment, bro.
Because all you're thinking is you got 90 seconds to find this shoe.
That's right. That's
Most collectors, if you have drop fronts, is one thing, but if you still got boxes and they're stacked, you gotta go through your boxes.
Yeah.
Then you're trying to think about, you gotta really go through your inventory in your head real quick. Like, what do I have that matches up with the question that was given in 90 seconds? Hit it and sit back down in front of the camera and be ready.
Yeah.
And think about what the other person might pull out, because remember, you might know some of their collection off their Instagram and everything, but you may not have seen their whole collection on Instagram.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
I take part in that.
Bro, yeah, that's why now that Break came to my crib and did that live, I'm like, man, I can't keep nothing secret now. Because that was, besides him, Marco and Alvin were the only ones who's actually come and like seen my collection. Like, I keep it very low key. I mean, yeah,
right.
But again, that they were only seeing 250 pairs. They haven't seen the others.
I think it's dope for people to not know exactly what you have. You might know a little something light, but you don't know what all I got, and I like that.
Shoe freak, I see the look in your eyes. Don't ask for a W-2 for him, bro. I see that look in your eye. He said they don't know about the other pairs. He's like, so
there's others.
Are you doing interviews this weekend?
No, because I mean, in the videos, both of it. I mean, you'll see Break's video, and then you'll see Marco and Alvin's, I think, coming out in the next few days. There were only about 260 pairs total. I have 650 pairs total.
Wow.
So they didn't see the rest.
Right.
So yeah, I got to keep some stuff, hidden.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
I totally
beyond
understand.
me.
A gentleman never tells.
Yeah. So
listen, what's this round 3 goes
to?
Yeah.
That round 3 went to me.
Clearly goes to Kenny.
No, but the funny thing was, it wasn't like it was a blowout or anything. I only won by 4. I won by.
I'm just messing with IBA.
I only won by 2 votes. It was 2 votes
because of the LeBron. Because it was a LeBron.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because usually LeBron gets no love in these battles.
Yeah, but it was a LeBron. A lot of people didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of people.
Did you pull out the China box?
No, I pulled out the birthday box.
Ooh.
So
because I mean, I'm not a big LeBron collector, but I have a few, like the LeBron 4 Chinas. The wooden box.
Yeah.
That's
those
crazy,
are sick.
Bro. It's literally a wood, like a big wood box.
Wooden box, yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the best presentations that Nike's done. I mean, they've done more now, but this was that actually released was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So what we at?
Yeah.
What was round 4? What was question for round 4?
Round 4.
So round 3 goes to Caddy, and that makes it 2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
Clearly.
So, yeah.
So round 4 is pull out a shoe with a translucent sole.
Ooh.
Now this question right here, once again, shout out to E Money. All right, these questions was flame.
This question was a landslide.
This question had me fucked up.
It did not have IBA fucked up. I tell you that.
No,
them ever won, bruh.
How many rounds did y'all have? 4 rounds?
Five.
Five. Went to the wire.
I mean, if y'all want to do like a winner takes all right now, I got a fire ass question. After you guys talk about that, just like end it right now.
I'm here for that.
I'm for it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
So what happened?
So the shoes. Let's speak on it. Who went first?
Who went first? So IBA went first.
IBA, your shoe was? IBA?
What the LA's?
What the LA Air Force One. And then Caddy?
Them shits.
LeBron 7 Dunkmans.
The LeBron 7 Dunkman. Now, when he pulled out the LeBron 7 Dunkman,
that's tough. When
he pulled that out, I was already like, whoa. When IBA came with the shout out for giving Soul Reaper, what up?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, everybody?
When he came with the LA, I was like, okay. But then I was like, whoa, hold on a second. Because I don't have this pair. That I'm working on that. The question is transparent soul, right?
Yeah, translucent soul.
I'm sorry, translucent soul, right? The black pair, that's a purple soul, right?
Yeah, but it's translucent.
Yeah. But looking at it on camera though,
right?
And the way that you were showing it, it was like he was doing one of these joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Right. He was trying to turn it on the camera.
Yeah.
And I knew it was a translucent soul. I knew it was purple for one shoe and then white for the other.
Yeah, but you wasn't doing that though. You wasn't doing that. Well, yeah, you wasn't doing that.
The crazy thing about it is that I feel like IBA picked another shoe up before that.
Yeah, he picked up the 11.
I thought it was just me that saw that because nobody said it.
Yeah, but my time wasn't up though.
No,
I saw it.
But I
shout out to E-Money. Shout out to E-Money for the $5 dono, man. I appreciate that.
Because look, what happened was I thought about translucent soul, but the thing is, this whole bottom, you see, it has pods in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, that's not if it's complete or it just has to have some type of translucent.
Yeah, that's why he kept asking.
See,
and then he was like,
very, very detailed with IBA.
No, I mean, but the thing is, I don't want to pull out something and then it's like if I knew better, I would have did better. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm just.
No, you made a great choice, though. You made a great choice.
Yeah, I loved your choice. It was something that was brand new. It just came out. You know, you come in with two different outsoles. You know, whatever. But then once again, I'm in the mind frame of that. Man, what Caddy finna do though?
Right. Man, I like
Caddy finna do.
I like other colors better. So that's really, and then the F was ones. That's my speed.
Yeah,
see, and that was the thing. Once I pulled the shoe out, it wasn't until after I was like, "Damn, I had other stuff I could have used."
Mm-hmm.
I had other stuff I could have used, and I didn't think about it because remember, for those 90 seconds, you trying to lock in on what the question is.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the one thing to think about too is that you know you dealing with the audience as far as you know who wins each round. Now, if the audience was nothing but Sneaker James, it would be a landslide.
Right.
But not a lot of people have the Sneaker James mentality about multicolors. I can do that. You know, whatever. So that black and neon, that LeBron 7 Dunkman is one of my favorite LeBrons. You know, whatever. Me and Caddy had that conversation already. Mm-hmm. So when he pulled that joint out, boy, I was like, my God.
It's a very dope shoe. It's a dope colorway. In my opinion, I like other colors of that shoe better. But compared to that Air Force One, come on.
See, and that was the thing. You also have to remember, once again, the chat is not a LeBron favorited chat.
Oh, no,
they don't fuck with LeBron like that.
I'm gonna be, and that's what I said. You know, it's not a fan of LeBron's, but to be honest, I didn't know what that LeBron was. I didn't know what none of your LeBrons you pulled out. I'm not familiar with none of them.
Yeah,
I didn't know any of them either.
Yeah, so
really?
Yeah, so a lot of people was just like, wow, what the fuck is that? Crazy. So I was just like, okay. So I already knew. I was like, this is going 5.
Right.
I was all for it. I was all for it. I was all for it. I wanted it to go overtime this whole time. Like I wanted a full pound for pound battle. I didn't want no get the up out of here battle. I didn't want no a fuzzy Wi-Fi battle. I didn't want no like yo. If this is what we have been geeking this battle up to be, let it be that and let it totally unfold and enjoy this moment because it ain't guaranteed we're gonna get this again next week or the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like yo, like like we want what we can get and what we expect. And
yeah.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all once again making me look like Nostradamus. I'm just saying.
so yeah, at that point,
who won? So who won?
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Katie.
IBA got that round.
IBA got that one.
IBA got that. So
so at that point, no, go ahead.
I was finna say the same thing. So that made it 2-2.
Yep.
Right.
That made it 2-2 to go into overtime. Any closing remarks about this round right here? Anybody?
In that round, I feel like I don't like the Air Force One, and I didn't like those LeBrons. So for me, it was just picking the lesser of the evils because I don't fuck with Air Force Ones or LeBrons.
Oh my goodness!
So what did you pick?
I went with the Air Force One.
Oh, okay.
I went with the Air Force One, but that was the lesser of the evils. I still didn't like it, but it was
What's
like
with the LeBrons? What's going on out here, man?
I felt like if I had to wear something, it would have been those Air Force Ones.
Right.
If I had to put something in my feet, it's gonna be the Air Force Ones.
So I already knew when he pulled out the Air Force Ones and I pulled out the Dunkmans, I was like, this is going 5. So when we got to the 5th round, and I was like, okay, what question he's going to throw? Then it was like, let the chat choose the question. I was like, oh yeah,
right,
shit. Let's see what they come up with. So, and then the chat was throwing all types of crazy questions, like food. Pick out a shoe that's related to food, that has food involved in it, or what was the other one? It was pick out a glow shoe,
right?
And then it was like pick out your most hype shoe in your collection, and then somebody said pick out a non-leather shoe.
Right. It was a good question.
Yeah, it was a great question because that one you had to think on.
Really,
that one you had to sit there and be like,
yeah, you had to put some thought into that.
Yeah.
That LeBron wasn't that dunk man isn't technically considered a PE.
No, it's not a PE.
I really wish we would have got a 90s
sought
kick
after,
question,
but it's not a PE.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it was that last you pull out an all leather shoe. I mean, all non-leather shoe. For me, again, it was. I mean, both. For the shoe IBA pulled out is a classic shoe. I just feel like the shoe Caddy pulled out looked better.
Yeah,
of course. Look who we asking though. Shoe Free. Shoe Free is gonna go for that Air Max 1 with that animal stuff on it anyway. I don't care. Come on, bro. That's hands down. That's no brain. So I don't even know why you even bothering answering the question. You need to go to somebody else.
Pick that for a sneaker of the year in DC.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on, it's not far. It's not far away. Hold on 1 second.
No, it's not sneaker of the year.
Asking Shoe Freak is biased. You can't even ask him. I mean, come on now.
Anything with pony hair, he like
exactly.
He's like I'm in love.
He all for it. That's it.
Yeah,
hands down.
So that 5th round, it was the Royal Foamposite versus the Animal Print Air Max 1.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Go ahead, Caddy. Go ahead, Caddy.
It's just different, bro. It's just it's
that question, that was one of those ones. It was like you're gonna have to choose with your head or your heart, because it was like you were stuck. Am I going with the classic, or am I going with the classic with the new school twist?
The thing that was killing me though is that I mean I know I'm a stickler for the questions and being very detail oriented and everything. But yo, for this overtime question right here, everybody and they mama was nitpicky. They was like,
Oh yeah, they were. They
I
were.
mean, they was all in the questions like, yo, isn't that new buck? No, that's sweaty.
Nah, see,
I was like, yo,
y'all
don't even know materials, and y'all sitting here.
See, this is where crazy because I had said, yo, but that's you got new buck on the top, and IBA said no, it doesn't, and then Q the Queen said, yes, it does.
It does.
And then Buckeye said, no, it doesn't. He said, new buck is not leather, and it was like.
Yes. And everybody went to Google.
It was like Martin, like Cole, you stupid. Yeah, that's leather.
Hey, well, I'm stupid because I just think it was leather.
Nah,
I swear.
the thing
was
the fact that you said, okay, I learned something new.
Right.
Yeah. He was straight gun ho, like, no, it's not.
And then the thing, you're not even with the question, you're not being that technical. When you say leather, you're talking about like the average like Jordan 1 or something like something.
Yeah.
You're not thinking something that was leather before. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not. Come on, man. But nevertheless, the Air Max still took that round anyway.
They didn't want to let me be great, bro.
No, that's not true.
I went pennies on that one. I'm not a fan of that Air Max.
Yeah, there was some people who was a fan of the Air Max, and there was some that loved the classics.
See,
right?
Got that.
It out the gate in the comment section. Out the gate, the Air Max was a landslide, and then all of a sudden the pennies, the penny after it was settled about is this leather or not on the penny. All you started seeing was penny, like going down the line. So it started evening out to where I don't even know how it felt like they had to do a Florida recount.
Bruh, they did because you had a couple of people who were putting in votes multiple times, and they canceled out to one vote, and then they was like, yo, there's so many different questions. I mean, different votes. We got to make sure we getting this right. So 313 was counting, McFly's counting, E Money sitting there like, yo, this is crazy. And me and IBA are just sitting there like, this probably was the best battle of who has to eat ever.
That's a fact. That's a fact. No debate, no arguing with that.
Arguing. From what I've seen, this was the best.
Yep.
And I didn't know if that classic, I was like, damn, he pulled out a classic. And I was expecting it. I was like, IBA is from the same, like I said before, IBA is from the same generation I'm from. So, like, one thing we have in common is 90s shoes. Like, there are certain 90s shoes, like, if I mention something from the 90s, like, or if I mention the Barry Hirachis, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Right. And the teams that wore it and everything. So, when he pulled out that penny, I was like, shit. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be a classic versus this. Let's see how this goes.
Hey, but look, right now, you see how you said he was thinking shit, but look on his face, you couldn't tell.
No, because the whole time he
had that poker face, bro.
I was just watching the chat, and I was like, all right. And then they was counting, and that was making it even worse. Because IBA was fidgeting like, shit, they counting, and I'm sitting there like,
stomach was hurting.
Yeah,
bro.
He said, he's like his stomach was hurting, and I'm sitting there like, all right, they still counting. All right, I don't know how this is gonna go because I can't even tell in the chat what is going on, and I'm just looking like
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So
the whole time, what was funny though is that different conversations going on in the chat or whatever like that. You seeing a whole bunch of multiple pennies and votes and stuff like that or whatever. And the whole time I'm like, yo, IBA, you dead, nigga. IBA, hey, you out of here. And people in the comments like, yo, rep chill. I'm like, I'm just saying what y'all thinking. You're like, yo, like,
but I didn't think he was dead. I was like, yo, the way the Air Max 1 took off in the beginning, Then Penny just penny, and then it was like I was like, this might be tied.
Yeah.
I was like, this might be tied, or he might have got it by one. I don't know.
Now, mind you, I said that before the whole Wikipedia Google
shout out Beer Jedi because that was Buckeye's fault because Buckeye up here like nah, that ain't leather. So Beard was like, okay, here, y'all can y'all niggas read here? Like
went straight to Google and posted it. I was just like, yo, like everybody just started getting real nitpicky about the materials. I'm like, man, just pick a shoe. Like, let's go on and get this up out of here, man.
Yeah. Then I saw 901 said, well, there's leather underneath the pony hair, and I'm like, what?
Who was that? 901?
Yeah.
And who put the thing in the chat? The whole
Beard,
Wikipedia.
Beard Jedi.
Beard.
Okay, unfollow.
Yo, man. Once again, this battle was y'all set the tone, man. Like, yo, to keep it real, man. Like, win or lose, there's no debate that this was a classic, man. At the end of the day, this was a classic. I honestly, I haven't watched every battle for every season. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have, but it'd be hard for somebody to tell me a better battle than what we just saw this past weekend. Out of all the seasons, all the battles that E-Money has had, it'd be very hard for somebody to be like, man, but so-and-so's battle was better than that. Right. I literally have to go watch that again. From the intro to intro to the questions to the sneakers, you know, it was. I mean, yo, who goes to Google to figure out some materials for a question?
Yeah,
for them to answer what they want to answer.
Depending on what you're looking for in that battle, yeah, this is probably one of the best ones.
I'll tell you how real this battle was. Sunday morning,
I second that, man. That was the dope battle, man.
Yeah.
Like Sunday morning, I was rewatching it because I was just like, yo, I gotta watch it again. My wife sat down and watched it, and she's not into sneakers like that. She was like, and then she's sitting there watching and she's learning. She was like, so what are those? Those are Nintendo Vans. She's like, oh, those are hot. Yeah. She's like, I don't know which one to choose. And I was like, damn, you into this? And she was like, and this went 5 rounds. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I can see why this was a great battle. I was like, okay. So it was like, if you're not into sneaker battles and you don't understand it really, that this was a battle where watch this and go from there.
But the only thing, it's a catch-22 though, because you watch this battle,
you expect all of them to be like that.
Yep.
And then you see the Bulls.
I mean, the only thing, to be honest with you, is it just depends on who shows up for the battle, man. If they show up, like IBA and Caddy, they showed up.
Now, I'll admit, when I went against Jay versus Juice, he showed up. Jay showed up. Jay showed up and showed out. And it was like, who's going to get that uppercut in before the other person does? And I just was able to sneak it in on the last round. That's all it was.
Right. I could say the same thing about my battle against Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, everybody know what he got, but at the end of the day, it went down just like ours went down. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's really about the questions.
Right.
The questions are, if it's good questions, then you're gonna have a great battle.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you got good questions, you got people who show up, and you got good Wi-Fi.
And I'm gonna tell you this. What I liked about the battles, like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like we came and we was just being hype beasts. You know what I'm saying? We really came out and we put out what we got, and we put out, you know, certain things that you don't see every day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we, you know what I'm saying, we were really playing true to ourselves. We wasn't really, I mean, we played towards the questions, and to be honest, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we didn't really play towards the audience that much. We were just being true to the questions and going, you know, between each other.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was like, yo, I felt like, then that's why I said empty the clip. At the end of the day, I felt like, yo, don't hold back nothing because you don't know if you're going to the next round.
Right.
So if you got shoes to get them off.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I'm not holding anything back. Like,
and that was the thing that me and Caddy talked about afterwards too. Like, yo, y'all gotta stop. Not y'all too, but y'all gotta stop playing around, man. Like y'all too busy thinking, and y'all hear too much instead of just going to y'all walls or wherever y'all got your sneakers at and going to go get them joints. Because I feel like everybody, has a pregame, and then when they get down to it, and you in the middle of the battle, all your pregame done went out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because you can think, oh, it's gonna go like this, it's gonna go like that. And
what about King was good.
And it don't go like that at all whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yo, the majority of us have a wall just like IBA behind him, or or Caddy behind him, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Or Shoe Freak right behind them right now, right? Yo, just turn around and get it in. Go for the gusto. Stop thinking, you got 5 rounds at the most.
You gotta be careful though. You can't just go for the gusto the first round, because if you win your next round, you might get destroyed because you didn't pull out some of the best stuff that you got.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing though. You pulled out 5 sneakers, but you got 500 pairs. You finna tell me, oh man, I pulled out them 5 pairs. Now I'm dead out here.
See, but you gotta remember.
But you got 500 pairs sitting behind you.
Come on, remember.
But you also have to remember. It's
all on what people like. You got to remember that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You could have the most fire shoe sitting, waiting in the wing, but the question never comes.
Right.
The question to get that shoe off never comes.
No, or it did come, but it came in the first round. And now you in the 3rd, 4th round or whatever like that.
Perfect example. The shoe with the 3M. Them Bo Jacksons I could have pulled in the 2nd round, but I used it in the 1st round because I had to get to the 2nd round.
Right.
There was nothing else I could have pulled that would have, like, Jay pulled out a snakeskin 4, and those snakeskin 4s are fire. And I was just like, yo, I have to. If I didn't use that shoe, I was dead in the water.
That was the snakeskin 4 against those Bo Jacksons, right?
Yeah.
No, but hey, listen.
Yeah. If I didn't pull that Bo Jackson, I'm dead in the water. So now I have to realize, okay, I can't use this shoe the next round. Yeah.
Right.
When the 3M question came up, first thing in my head, fuck, I can't even use that shoe. I got to find something else.
That's what
so you got to know your collection and dig into your collection.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened with me. The same thing with the box. I mean, I feel like I could have pulled out the jeans, but I was like, oh, that's out. Can't use it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing. So it's like, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. And then you gotta be cautious because you can pull out a shoe that nobody likes. It's clear from being on this panel. It's not too many people here who like my taste in sneakers.
Facts.
But it's okay. It is okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful. Like you got to be mindful. You got to move slow.
You know who you remind me of? You remind me of Rick, because me and Rick, we like this, but when it comes to sneakers, we do not agree. It's just very slim. He reminded you like you. Our styles as far as sneakers are totally different.
Yeah, and I'm like that with a lot of people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, because I just want to be different.
Right.
I just want to be. I don't want to look like everybody else. So I'm always trying to figure out a way to just stand out.
Like the
McQueen. You succeeded.
Like the McQueen. Exactly.
He said, "Don't break up the McQueens, man."
Just like the sneaker of the year.
We'll break it up first, man.
Listen, I gotta give the Shoe Freak that Chinese New Year '98 is to me is fire.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's fire.
To a lot of people, it's fire. They just don't want to admit it. But it's okay.
If I could have got it in my size, I would have got it.
I'm sure you're not the only one on the screen who feels that way.
That's a fact. So Closing remarks on this round.
It was to me the battle lived up to what we said it was going to be. Much respect to IBA because he didn't hold back. I felt like he came with it, and like that was a battle. That was what y'all wanted, and like at the end of the day, I was like, yo, like that. If you won, you felt like you earned it. You felt like you earned every single piece of it. That's like, and I got to give much respect to IBA because he came with it. He came with it for that battle.
And that's what I'm saying.
He tried to come with it.
He tried.
He tried. Come on, bro.
He came with it.
About them threes and them vans, no.
But I kept it 100. Like I said, I could have put it like this. I could have played it to the way a lot of people expected me to play it, but I kept it true to myself. Because to be honest, people know what I got. But at the end of the day, I pulled out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I went with the questions, and what I pulled out was what I felt I needed to pull out at the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be true to yourself, but at the same time, appease the audience. I feel like for you, IBA. Like for the 3M question, I think that was overthought.
Right.
Whatever. And I feel like you went for the gusto by getting I'm finna get all 3M everything.
He went for the gusto to try to kill Caddy, and he killed himself.
Yeah. When you could have got a speckle of 3M, but you was like, no, I'm finna go for the gusto.
Right.
And it's just like, you know, that you shot yourself in the foot a little bit on that one. I understood. I understand. I understood.
Hey, I wouldn't be the first one though.
I understood.
I've seen it happen to a couple people.
I understood it when he was like, "Yo, I'm finna go for the all 3M everything." You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, don't nobody like that 3 though, and you're not the. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be true to yourself, but at the same time, you gotta appease the audience, and the audience overall, as that shoe right there. Is a nah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
even for him, he IBA knows this.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I know that because I mean, I guess like I said, I think I played to the question, but at the end of the day, like it is. But like I say this about other people. Remember, I told y'all there's certain things that people pull out where it goes over people's heads. Sometimes. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I got that. And I think some people probably don't even know what that is. I think some people didn't even know what that is either. But still, at the end of the day, you got to understand, look what I went up against. I don't care what nobody says. At the end of the day, I would have picked the 5. So
you feel like the 3 went over our heads?
It might not go over. You got to understand, a lot of people don't understand shoes the way we do. There's some people that might be in these chats. They might like what we do, but that don't mean they know everything they see when we pull those out.
Well, that's true.
I mean, I feel you on that, but it's like I love that shoe. Like personally, like I got the black and I got those silvers.
Right.
But it's like it's not gonna beat that 5 though. It's like
exactly.
That's a dope shoe, and I got it, and I like that shoe, but I gotta go with the 5.
Not beating that 5.
Right.
Not beating that 5 whatsoever, man. Hop dog shooting shots fired. If y'all didn't see that, but Hop dog.
I think that's gonna be a dope battle for him too. Hop dog versus 901's fire kicks.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a dope battle. I think that's going to be a dope battle to close out round 2. Like, Hop is baby black ass African. Like he has, he got the time machine in the closet. So
right,
that's all I need to hear. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Just because of that, I'm gonna watch.
So
we most definitely gonna get into this coming up week here in a second because that's why we got Soul Reaper, Forgiving Souls in here. But let's go ahead and end this out though. So round 5 goes to.
Round 5 went to me.
Round 5 goes to Caddy, and that concludes the battle where first of all, they took 20 years to give this man this W. Like it
took a while.
Listen, they had to count it out. I understood. They had to count it out.
They had to count, but I counted 3 times over, and I was like, bruh.
Right. Well, they were just trolling at that point. They were just trying to drag it out. You know what I mean? Make it more sense.
Exactly what it was. I was like, how many times do you need to pull that calculator out? Because I'm trying to tell you, I've done it 3 times.
Right.
And it's W. It's over with. Let's hit these outros and whatever you got to do. Them shout outs. Give it to Caddy and let's get this over with, man. But Caddy won. Shout out to Caddy. Once again, this battle of the year. I mean, y'all. Once again, y'all set the tone for legit classic battles.
Right.
Me and IBA talked about this a couple days ago, a few days back or whatever. If you do a sneaker battle, it's kind of like boxing or a rap battle. If you put two people against each other and both of them can box, right? Both of them can box, but only one can promote the fight and the other one can't. That's not going to be a classic. But if you get two boxers that can box and they can promote the fight, that's an epic battle. You know it's about to go down. You're talking about two people that could sell the fight and two people that got heat. This is called who has the heat. You know they both got the heat, so you know they both can box. But it was like, can both of them sell the fight? And you knew this already before getting into this, because everybody's looked at the calendar and was like, man, I can't wait for them to battle. I can't wait for them to battle. And y'all came through, and then IBA just with the come on, bro. What are we doing with that intro right here? Didn't you started out with the Reebok question?
Yeah, in the first one, yeah.
Yeah, with the band, that's the band sneaker battle. You started out with that, and then you came with the Undertaker intro, bro. Like, you have not disappointed this whole season, my brother. Like, you may not get the MVP, but you most definitely need to get that 6-man or most improved player. You get something.
At the end of the day, I feel like it's mission accomplished. I would not change anything. You know what I'm saying? I gladly take my L. Congratulations to Caddy, man. I have fun, and you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said, I'm all for the sneaker community, and you know what I'm saying? Just put up, some good entertainment. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it, and I mean, that's enough for me, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100.
That's a fact, bro.
And the thing is, he set it up nice for season 4, man. It's like I want to see you come back already. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you come back for season 4, bro, because I would love to see you make it into the Tournament of Champions.
No doubt. And I'm gonna tell people this: hey, for everybody that's coming up in the battles after us, if y'all want to do an intro, don't feel like y'all copycat and run it, man. Let's have fun, bro. Come up with whatever it is you come up with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we can make it a thing, bro. Let's get it.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like you legit set the tone for both of y'all for future battles where it's like, shout out to Alias with the 299 joint, man. Appreciate that. He said, I'm just here so I don't get fined. All love. Man, for real. Y'all set the tone, bro. Like if people was to do intros like that here on out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like you Adam and Eve this joint, bro. Like for real, boy. Like, yo, like the creativity. You know what I'm saying? In the creativity.
Some of the most important part of it. The creativity was outstanding.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
It plays a major part, and like it plays a major part in anything you do. So especially this. So that was amazing.
But I mean, between the creativity with the intro, Caddy with the Mamba mentality, like you see how we on here now, like this every week and all stuff like that or whatever, right? You know, from Caddy being on Talking Kicks to Caddy every day on Instagram to Caddy, being on here with us, you know what I'm saying, for the past couple weeks or whatever. Caddy is smooth, reserved, but then also, laughing. We be funny. We, cracking smiles or whatever. That was not him on Saturday.
No, it was not.
You see that smile right there? That never happened. I'm in the comment section like, yo, are y'all not really noticing that Caddy has not smiled?
And that was what made it even worse because E Money put it right across the screen. Red Milwaukee 414. Caddy has not even cracked a smile yet. I'm like, God damn.
Bro, he was trying to hold it in so bad. I ain't gonna lie, watch that. I replayed that so many times. I was just looking at your face, bro. And I'm like, bro, it's okay. You can laugh, bro. You can laugh.
But you know what it was? After a while, like, you just got locked in.
Right.
Like when he pulled out the bread one, there was nothing funny after that. Like, it was just like, okay, so he's for real. Let's get it. So I had to focus, like, okay, don't pick up no bullshit shoes, because your ass will be sitting on the bench and he done hit you with the tombstone. I'm not trying to get tombstone.
It was epic, bro, man. Shout out to both of y'all, man. Y'all really did y'all thing, man. I mean, we can go on and on and on, and this most definitely won't be the last time that myself or I guess I can speak for everybody on here right now. Like, we will continuously bring this up, and it'd be like you know how like when something crazy happens or whatever, and it'd be like, man, man, that's just like that IBA caddy battle right there, boy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something like that, So, man, most definitely shout out to y'all, man.
He said we got our jerseys on the wall now.
Yeah, boy.
He said, first team all defense.
You know what I
mean? I'm trying to tell you, boy. IBA out here, freaking Tony Allen, boy. Tony Allen,
first team all defense.
On the real, man. So, man, Soul Reaper. Anybody, y'all got something to say? Close it out for this battle right here. Anybody got any closing remarks?
Say, man, I know I was sad when the verdict came out at the end, man, because for some reason I thought the Pennies had it. So, but when they said Patty had it, I was just like, I was hurt, bro. I felt like Foster just died, bro.
Trust me, I saw a lot of people in the chat was hurt. They were just like, fuck. They was like you'd have thought IBA got shot in the damn on live. They was like,
that's how I felt, bro. That's how I felt.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is I've never really noticed this either, and I don't do this all the time or whatever. But you know how like when lives go off, normally people they leave or whatever like that. People were still in the chat. Like you know how like when you see a dope movie and people and you're like the credits run and people still be sitting there or whatever. People were still sitting in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they were still commenting, like talking back and forth in the chat, and the battle was done.
Right.
So like that I mean that shows that it was a classic also as well. Like don't nobody be no disrespect to previous battles or whatever. It wasn't like people was just chilling for I ain't even gonna do that. Just other battles, you know what I'm saying, previously right. Or whatever. It wasn't like they was just chilling. So it's people were still talking in the chat.
It was almost like one of them boxing matches where it's like, or MMA fights where the person you expect to win gets knocked down, and it's like you still like hoping for some change. Like maybe, like I can't click off of this, bro. Like that didn't just happen, bro. Like I can't click off of this, bro.
It's a good example. Remember when Apollo died in the ring?
Yeah,
right.
The Russian. Yeah. Yep.
You definitely said that thinking he was gonna get up.
You like, no, he getting back up. He better get back up.
Yeah.
It could have went either way. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like when I watch some of these battles, it'd be like a popularity contest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like it was like that. I mean, I just feel like, this it was perfect. I feel like it was balanced. It was even.
That was the whole thing. It was even because people know IBA and people are getting to know me. And mostly people know from me from my pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
So when they came over to they come over to YouTube and us posting the battle on our IGs and on our story and everything like that, and then get into the battle.
Kicks.
And then everybody starts voting, and then favoritism went out the window.
Yeah.
And it was like because normally you have like, I don't care what you're gonna pull out, bro. I'm voting for that shit. And then it got to a point where it was like, bro, I can't vote for those Nintendo Vans when he pulled out that. Bro, I can't vote for that when he pulled out those Raging Bulls. Bro, I can't vote for them Dunkmans when he pulled out that. And it was like, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was like, we even. So let's get it. And that's what it was. No, I didn't think anybody held back. I thought we both came with what we came with, and based on the decisions that we had to make.
No,
And
it was like I said, it was definitely even though, like I said, I'd be fucking around with IBA.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you look, I mean, if we didn't do it the way we did it, I guarantee me and Cadillac could have made this a hype battle if we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Because he got stuff and I got stuff. We could have easily did that, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And the thing is, when it comes to this, a lot of it, we didn't even pull out nothing that's really current. Is there anything on what the LAs? That's probably that was about it.
Yeah, I think the most current thing I pulled out was the Travis Scott's was last year.
Yeah, that was it though.
The Air Max ones.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good battle though. Overall,
that wasn't this year either, too, though.
It's like I said, as much as I fuck around with IBA, it was a good battle. It was a good
I'll take it personal, bro. I know what it is.
I just like to fuck around with IBA because he always be fucking with me. So it was
facts.
It was definitely a good battle.
Man, we had a good time, bro. Like I said, I wouldn't have changed anything. The way it went was exactly the way it should have went.
Yeah, that's a
and we executed it. That's all that matters, bro.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, man. Y'all made me look like Nostradamus out here, boy. Like, boy, y'all bodied that flawless victory, man. Like, it's just, y'all just came with something different. We already knew it was going to be a classic, but y'all came with something different from the beginning with the intro, and then the back and forth. With the caddy with the Mamba mentality, the no smiles, I'm not get him out of here mentality. You know what I'm saying? IBA with I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
IBA very much had the Kevin Garnett mentality going on. Yeah, and Caddy had that Mamba. Like, stop talking to me, bro.
He was like, show me my opponent, huh?
Yeah, like don't talk to me, bro. It's only gonna get worse. Cause you started talking with that bread one, and he was like, "Word, stop talking to me." Fade away,
bro.
Fade away. Stop talking.
The bread one set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was. The bread one set the tone.
AJ, you going to Art Basel?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm supposed to be hosting an event, the sneaker battle over there. So might be. I'm just waiting on my ticket info. You know what I'm saying?
AJ, did you watch the battle, bro?
I saw some of it. No,
how much is some of it?
I was somewhere.
You wasn't even at the house.
Yeah, I was somewhere. I don't know where I was.
I want you to watch that, bro, and then hit me up. Let me know what you thought about it.
Because you went to wrestling.
Oh yeah,
multiple days.
Right? Yeah. I was at NXT. I was at one of the pay-per-views. So
yeah, he was at wrestling.
You saw the picture of me and Break, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, that was dope.
I took Break, so that was I told him to come because he's a wrestling fan. I'm a big wrestling fan, so I told him why don't you just come join me because I have a few friends that work for the WWE, and we got ringside seats all weekend, and I took him into the ring. It was dope.
Yeah.
So,
you lucky it wasn't me because I would not just took no picture in the ring. I would have got up in there and bounced off of them ropes or something. They would have been chasing me.
Me and Brad were wrestling.
I'm telling you, I would have known how to act. It would have been like me streaking on the soccer field. I would have been up in there acting the fool in the ring.
It was you're young.
On the soccer field. Come on, man.
Crazy, bro.
No, that was dope though. That was dope. And then it was funny because a lot of people were taking screenshots and showing that they seen these guys on TV. That was crazy.
Bro, the amount of messages I got that how many people saw me on TV is crazy. And break it, man.
I hit the story with one and I said, I'm just waiting to see how much hate y'all gonna get about this. Break hit me back instantly with the SMH, bro. You know how he be talking. He was like, bro. I was like, more.
I mean, I didn't hear anything. I mean, not that I follow people, but I didn't really hear anything. Did y'all or no?
No, I didn't hear anything, but that's and even if you already know what it is.
I think people were just waiting to see if we actually went or if he actually went.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. The seats that we had were like $800 seats.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact. I've never seen nobody actually be like, I know personally, go to a wrestling event and actually be that close, and you're able to like do video or you know what I'm saying, take a pic or whatever, and actually see like, you know, like show how it actually really is. Like when you go to like a wrestling event or whatever, you know how when you see it on TV, they hit you from different angles. So they make it look like huge, like humongous or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But from y'all angle, the pictures y'all took or whatever, it was like, yo, like y'all was literally like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, somebody got smacked and you was right there, like, dog, that looked like that hurt for real.
Shit, yeah, hell yeah. So, no, I mean, it's cool. I mean, like, I usually go to every event that comes to Chicago. I mean, I know some guys are cool, man. Like, they're great people. So, I'm like, for me, it's just how you do it, bro. Yeah. You got to network with anybody because you never know. So,
that's a fact.
Turned out he worked for the WWE, and it works out for me.
The rest is history.
That's a fact, man. So, yeah, man, once again, you know, Caddy is the victor. You don't know who you're going up against yet, right?
No, I'm going against
Soul Reaper. Against me.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Easies again.
You got the joke.
It's gonna be the LeBrons versus threes. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. It's gonna be the LeBrons versus threes. It's gonna be Jordan versus LeBron. This is the closest y'all ever gonna see.
Rep, no, man. Hey, I'm all threes, baby. All threes.
Jordan threes against LeBron.
I guarantee threes gonna beat LeBron's all day with this chat. I can tell you that right now.
You might be right about that, but y'all haven't seen my whole collection yet.
I mean,
it just depends on what LeBron's he pulled. Yeah, me and Caddy talked about this. I thought I was gonna see some Big Bang Nines get pulled out, and they ain't get pulled out. Pause.
He's waiting.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's gonna even go to the LeBron route again, because it was too risky the last time.
I always go to LeBron route.
Yeah, he's a LeBron collector.
I'm a LeBron collector.
He would not be true to himself.
I stay true to what I collect.
Yeah.
So I went the LeBron route. Remember, I didn't pull out a Jordan in the first round. In the second round, I had no choice but to pull out a Jordan.
Caddy hit a full spectrum in this round right here. Like he played to the audience. He catered to himself. He bounced around. You know what I'm saying? In this round right here, round one, nah. You know, he was hitting all spectrums in this round, man. So this Saturday is
this Saturday, A-Wall. Yeah, is A-Wall versus J. Smith Jordans.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Yeah. So who do y'all think, Feast, what up? Who do y'all think is actually because it's Thanksgiving weekend, I'm probably not gonna be able to do the face off with them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So who do y'all think is gonna win?
I have no clue.
Yeah, who's the other guy?
J. Smith Jordans.
J. Smith Jr. was a part of the Wi-Fi battle.
Yeah, J. Smith Jordans. That's the thing. If he can get his connection under control,
oh yeah,
you know,
I have no. I'm gonna say A-Wall because he's a Niners fan. So,
hey, I'm giving this one to A-Wall, bro.
Now remember last week. He was in the chat, and no. Matter of fact, my bad. I think he watched the replay, and he got in the comment section, and he had somebody with him in the comment section. Was like, "Oh, y'all talking about J. Smith like that? If y'all ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, you know, whatever." And then he got in there, which might have been like his sub account. I don't know, whatever, but. Then he got in there and was like, "Yo, my Wi-Fi is good. It isn't messed up or whatever." I was like, "You know, I can't tell, bro.
I mean, we're just judging off what happened.
Yeah, we were just judging off what happened. We not being disrespectful or bagging on. He was like, "No, I get it. It's all good or whatever."
We're not clowning. We're just clowning on you. We're just talking about your AOL 5.0. That's all.
He said, he was saying he didn't have dial-up. I said, and I told him, I said, well, we going every Tuesday night. We going every Tuesday night. You can come on tonight and
test it out.
Yeah, and you about to battle, so come on Tuesday night or whatever. And he didn't show up tonight. It's cool.
Listen, all you got to do is type in Google internet speed test. look for the Ookla test website. Test your speed. If your shit does not go over 60, your shit is trash.
Listen, we're not talking about you as a person, okay?
No,
we're talking about the dial-up service.
We're talking about your Juno dial-up service. Absolutely. Look, you see, AJ got it. AJ got it down. Look, you know what it is.
That's decent. You know what I'm saying?
AJ got enough to take care of everybody in this room right now.
And my speed look just like that. My speed look just like that.
Exactly.
So yeah. I don't know. I'm going with AWOL just because he's a Niners fan.
Yeah. I don't. And I'm my bad. Everybody's gonna go. I'll go real quick. I'm going with 2 times because I know his collection. I don't know nothing about Jay Smith to even because you didn't battle, my brother.
That's the one thing though, because he didn't battle, he has no shoes out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know what he has.
So is he already moved? He's already moved to another round, correct?
Yeah, he's already got a buy.
Because Sneaker with the Foe had the worst connection out of the two.
So
because remember,
if in my opinion, if both of them had bad Wi-Fi, you don't move nobody forward. Both of them are get disqualified.
Somebody got to move forward.
Yeah, it would have messed up. It would have messed up the
there's 2 people you're moving instead of 1.
No, I'll put it like this though. Sneaker with the Foe had no connection. Jay actually had a connection, but he was half the time. You know what I'm saying?
They'd be like, Jay, could you go get a shoe?
That's no.
Or you remember Cat. Or you remember they would ask him a question and he would just be like,
yeah, it was just like, bro.
Like, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like
what the fuck is going on here? Like, he's just ignoring everybody. Like, he's just sitting there.
He seemed like he was blatantly disrespectful with his. That's what it felt like.
Like, damn, Ricky Vaughn, wild thing. What the fuck?
I don't think you should be moved forward because the other person's Wi-Fi is worse than yours, and your Wi-Fi was just.
But Sneaker with the Foe shit, he had to mail his shit in. He had to take pictures of his shoes and mail his shit.
I understand that.
And then he hopped in the chat.
Yeah, they have to chat like, can I send pictures? It was like, what?
Yo, he wanted to Morse code his pics.
The other homeboy,
like my man was like,
if the other homeboy Wi-Fi is just as bad, I think both of them get removed, bro.
Hey, and it was funny because I actually think that E-Money was going to entertain that.
Yes,
facsimile.
E-Money was like, yeah, he's like, hey, just send your pictures over, and I'm like, what?
Like, what are you talking about right now?
I was like, we faxing shit in now. Like, hey, if you want to compete in this battle, fax your pictures to 646. Like,
E-Money was trying to save the battle so bad. He was trying to save the battle so bad. He brought Monolithic T1000 voice having.
I feel like both of them.
I remember that.
Yeah, Mono came in, on his Megatron shit, and that shit was bugged out because he was like he wanted to battle, and he was just like
Monolithic sounded like he had a trachea. You know what I'm saying?
He had the SpongeBob SquarePants underwater shit going on. Like he had the same shit.
And wasn't he the one, or was it Sneaker with the Foe? Somebody was like, "Yo, it sounded like y'all underwater," and then Shoe Freak was like, "We sound like we underwater."
Yeah, he said, y'all sound like y'all underwater. I said, we do. What? Oh, that's you.
Because he definitely was sitting there like, he's like,
hold on, wait, do that again.
Like, dog.
He sound like Chewbacca. He sound like Chewbacca.
Oh shit,
Yo, he
that was funny.
Like, just bugged out.
Man, listen, man, I gotta to get up out of here. AJ said he had another good question for y'all. Y'all gonna get this situation going?
What's the oldest sneaker in your collection?
I don't have no old shoe like that, to be honest.
Ooh.
The oldest sneaker that you own is what you asking.
I can pull out one of them.
It could be any brand. It could be.
I can pull out one of them.
Yeah.
Just the oldest sneaker. Let's go.
One second.
The old, like, hold on. When you mean old, it's just like
IBA, you thinking too much, man. There you go again.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100.
The same age as you.
Just
Everything that I ain't got nothing like that.
The oldest thing you got.
You think too much, bro.
I'm gonna pull out one of my oldest shoes too.
Oh, it's gonna be that Air Max.
Oh, you want to go that? You know what? Y'all want to play? Y'all want to play like that? Let's go. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
For sure, y'all can't see me.
IBA finna come back with some FUBUs.
Some Birkenstocks.
He finna come back with some FUBUs, bro.
He said some Birkenstocks.
Finna come back with some John Clattas.
Okay, yeah. I'm not in the battle. I'm just gonna fill one of my oldest shoes as well.
All right, it ain't nothing spectacular, but it's old.
I mean, if you got that
he's gonna pull out the Travis Scott ones.
Nah.
It sound like he set down the Wallaby.
Nah. Y'all ready? You just want me to show it to y'all?
Hold on a second. Let Caddy come back real quick.
Ooh, cute.
Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. All my you got saying I always collect the shoes, but then it came to a point where I stopped.
Cute.
So I just started collecting shoes again in 2014.
Oh, nice cover up.
I'm just keeping it 100.
You was wearing sneakers before that, though.
Yeah, we can't prove that.
Yeah,
but
I mean, but the thing is, before it was just I got a shoe, I wore it out, threw them away, move on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get another shoe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
It ain't like the way it is now for me. So,
all right. So, one of the oldest shoes I got in my collection.
Oh, Drago.
Ooh. Okay.
oh, okay.
18.5s.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
When did you cop those?
Is yours peeling yet? Is your glue midsole peeling?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though mine doesn't count, but one of mine is this penny.
Okay.
What year is that?
2008.
Okay, so that's the retro joint. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I that's the retro joint. I'm tripping.
Yeah, it is. 2008.
Is it? Yeah. 2008. Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, well.
What you got? IBA?
Sketches.
y'all want to laugh at me.
You bought Sketches.
No.
Well, the FUBUs, man.
He about to put on some Birdman lugs. Oh, the fusion.
Oh, man, put on a fusion, bro. Anybody laughing at that?
2008, right? 2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had those. I had the black colorway of those, like the Detroit Piston joint.
Nobody laughing at that out there.
Yeah, I had that one, and I had that ugly white Easter egg plaid joint with the matching Jordan V-neck they had with it, and the plaid shorts. That shit was horrible.
Oh, you
yeah, I was always. You couldn't tell
man.
that summer. You couldn't tell me nothing when I stepped out in that. Like, yeah, looked like the whole Easter bunny. Like that shit was ridiculous.
Yo, anything that Jordan has come out with where clothes have matched the sneaker has never been a flawless victory. From the Levi release, but back then you couldn't tell me nothing or anything because like even when the Levi's came out, like when they came with the jeans and the jacket, I was like, yo, this is buzzing. But Jordan still dresses like that. Like when you see him in public, he still wears really baggy clothes. Like,
a lot of
saying?
that come with it, like
that's his style.
Yeah, that's his style.
Like those what the fours with that flight jacket. That jacket is money.
Oh yeah, I seen the jacket. That jacket is fire.
I'm
pretty sure Black and Hop will have it very soon.
Oh, yeah.
I speak that into it. I speak that into existence.
But do you see? But do you see Michael Jordan himself wearing that though? You can see him. You can see Michael Jordan wearing the Levi outfit.
Honestly,
huh?
I can see Michael wearing the Canadian tuxedo.
We don't really see him in much of his stuff. Not like that. I mean, not as much as we wear.
You don't see him wear.
We don't see him wear his stuff that much. We more so see him with like cowboy boots and weird looking stuff like that.
I mean, when do you see Jordan though? You see him when he's doing his own Jordan camp, or when you see him barely on the sideline because or when he's up in the rafters, you see him wearing his stuff.
I'm just saying, like I'm just speaking on pictures that I've seen.
Even when he has a baggy business suit on, that's his.
right.
That's his. Like literally, like from the tuxedos, everything. Yeah, that's him.
He said it with a baggy business suit.
Not conforming. He's not conforming to anything.
Well, I mean, Jumpman had his own dress shoe line. It's called T23. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They had like their own, even all the jeans that he wears are all Jumpman.
Yep.
So yeah.
Like he had his own tuxedo line. I don't know if he still has it.
Yeah, I mean, all the suits are Jumpman.
Hop said with the hoop earring,
bruh. Hey, when you large, you can wear whatever you want. It don't even much matter.
Oh, that's a fact.
Listen, when you a billionaire, you can wear whatever you want.
Man.
Rep, what's the oldest you got in your collection?
Here in San Antonio is the OG Olympic 6. Yeah. But I'm in the same position as you, AJ. Like I'm here, then there's still, so I'm in the transition of bringing all that, to here. So, but
yeah.
AJ, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
32.
32. Okay.
I'm gonna be 33 in February.
Oh, bet.
Getting old.
Hey, well, shit. I just hit 40, so hey.
I'm probably the youngest on the panel right now.
That's a fact.
I'm 31.
I mean,
yeah. I'll be 40 next
he
year.
made it sound like he's like 25. Came in with his R&B.
Hey, youngest on the panel is youngest on the panel, man. It don't matter.
So Reed sound like he's about like, I'm 24 in this piece.
And here go OG. Y'all all babies. Just because you went to school with Morgan Freeman, don't mean that we all babies. OG, don't start this shit. Damn it.
Shout out to OG.
OG over there by the upper room, upper room.
OG like no the hell I'm not.
Work crazy.
We're custom set IBA 62.
Shout out to everybody.
Word always on my head, bro. Golly, why I gotta be 62?
OG, I'm not even paying attention to you no more, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
The oldest that I have here, I mean, I can go back either in the 2000s or like in the 90s or whatever. Like if you go in order, in the 80s are my 84 ones. In the 90s, I have. I mean, what's that called? Oh, I could even go back as far as 82 Cortezes. I still have a dead stock pair of 82 Cortezes. And a 94 And then the 90s, I have the 94 ones. 95
Are they wearable? Are they wearable?
I was
AJ?
thinking that.
One
I was
of
thinking
my
that.
ones are. Like,
The Cortez though. I know the
like
ones. I
ones.
saw the video, but the Cortez. What about the Cortez?
Well, no, just not those. I mean, I have another pair that are actually wearable. So depending on where it comes from, right? And how you take care of it. In the 90s, pretty much every J. In the 2000s, 2001, Japan exclusive Jordan 1s through everything now. So I go back and I keep something from each era that I really like, you know? So
that's dope.
That is
hey, young
dope.
boy, what you know, youngin' over here, Mr. 31, what's the oldest you got?
He said the upper room.
Oh man, my oldest shoe is the what the
11s?
fours, man.
Well, in my mind, I was like, what?
He's like, that only came out Saturday.
Like, yeah, I got the Concords from last year. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my oldest is probably a pair of, the 08 Black Cements, the 3s. So.
Hey, you know what we need to get in this chat, bro? We need to bring in R. Lamar.
Oh, okay.
We need to get Rick in here.
Yeah, we need to get Rick.
Always talking smack, and I want to bring him into Judgment Zone over here. Let's go. He's stays talking smack, bro. Love that.
His collection is retarded, man.
People who go against him is going.
His collection is retarded.
Well, he got like a lot of what?
Rick, man, he is the Tar Heel PE king, bro.
I mean, he pull out the Yeezy. I mean, only Jordans and Nikes and stuff like that. But
so who would you compare him to?
I wouldn't compare it to anybody, bro.
As far as if he was in a battle,
no, that's the rep. Hold on. That's the thing. When people come say, "Who do you compare a certain person to?" Everybody's collection is different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I get it. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, hold on.
You just said shoe freak free.
Hold on, but this is what I'm saying. I get it.
I've been saying that for so long. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. That's all I've been saying that for a long time.
You are definitely different, my brother. You are definitely different. But check this out.
I mean, like I look at it.
Wait. Let me just
compare anybody. Well, I mean, you can say, hey, who are the top tier, right? Like, I mean, me and Break were talking about this, and somebody in the video was like, "Oh, you got heat. Break got heat." Yeah, but it's a two completely different.
Right.
My
I get that.
Is different than his heat, and IBA's heat is different than Cat's heat.
Right.
Shoe Freaks is different than it's all different. Like everybody has their own style and what they're.
I totally agree. He's preaching.
When I asked,
preach. Let him preach, IBA.
No, hold on. No, let me clarify my question. The reason I asked is because, like, me and Rep been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? To the point, like, if you wanted to pair up people for a battle, sometimes it makes sense when you pair like collection shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if you mean like at the level, not like
right, like collection. Like similar collection, like as far as
I would say Rick could go against Break.
Okay,
that's a fact. And Break, I'm calling you out live on camera. You ain't hit me back yet about trying to battle. You ain't hit me back yet.
No. But like I said, Rep know why I asked that question, and if you've been talking to Rep, you know why I asked that question. So
yeah. No, because that's how I see it. Like, I mean, yeah, you can't. Collections are different, man. Because I mean,
right
now, what if I pull out something that you don't have? Right? Does it mean that my collection is better than yours? No, that just one shoe is better than what you pull out.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Like I don't compare my collection to anybody. I still think mine is more of a classic. Like there's story behind my sneakers.
Yeah. Right.
That's my collection.
That's just like
if you were to say AJ, like how we just said, like Rick and Break, if you would say who do you not compare yourself to, but who do you feel that would have a decent like matchup? I say I can probably go against Bostic because we got the OGs.
Preach.
Not like not because I'm better or he's better. Of course he's king of retros. But Other than him, I feel I'm the only one who has like straight OGs.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
fact. That's a
That's
fact.
how I see
Okay.
it.
Preaching.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
Okay.
about to say. It's just like, I had my conversation with JB, with Jumpman Bostic about this or whatever. And I was like, JB, would you do it? Are you interested? And he was like, nah. He was like,
because
nah.
again, he doesn't feel like he might think that somebody else has a better collection than him because his is a classic collection.
Well, his mentality is that he was like, I personally wouldn't do it because I'm not for his whole thing about collecting his collection is that he does it strictly just for the sneakers. He's not doing to be fronting, or what I'm saying, like I feel like I'm better than somebody else, or what I'm saying,
That's how I feel. My collection is for me, it's for nobody else.
exactly. So he was like, I personally wouldn't do it.
I could have a whole section of FUBUs, and that's because I like them.
Right.
But see, I personally feel like sometimes the battles are good for displaying shoes that some people may not ever see or have seen.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh wow, what's that? And you're bringing out shoes, so it's like you're putting on a show because a lot of people don't go to SneakerCon or don't know about SneakerCon, believe it or not. And it's like
so maybe
a battle gives them another way.
So what you could do for Bostic is be like, yo, what if you just come on, you don't battle anybody? Let's just have a sneaker exhibition.
Well, this is the thing. He initially started off with a hard no to changing to a yes, because I said, well, it basically was a negotiation, because I was like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because you know what I'm saying, we don't have to say, you necessarily are battling somebody, but if we have that old school, where it's not a battle, but you go not necessarily against somebody, but if we have two OG collections and we hit you with 3 questions, and obviously the chat is going to be the audience is going to be the voters, but hey, what's your best 1 through 13 OG color? And then you pull out what you feel like yours is, and then your competitor pulls out what theirs is, and then the audience votes or whatever, and you still are able to give from both parties knowledge about why you pulled this sneaker out. What's the technology in this sneaker, the quality of the sneaker, like you really get in depth about it, and you have your piece
it's basically
from
like
both parties.
Story. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly. And then like that can be y'all battle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Compared to if it's a break, you know what I'm saying, against a Rick, we'll just say for right now, whatever, right? It's gonna be like, man, I got this PE. Well, I got this PE. You know what I'm saying? Or I got this. Well, I got that, because it's gonna be a tit for tat thing or whatever like that. And see, so with a Rick and a break, once again, if we talking boxing, both of them can box. You know what I'm saying? But can both of them sell a fight? And both of them can sell a fight. For sure, Break can sell a fight. Don't too many people know. Like, you really got to know Rick. Like, you really got to be like, okay, you can know, like, collections and stuff, like different people. But if you know Rick's collection, it's like you really know him, or somebody that knows him, that's how you know who he is or whatever like that. You just wouldn't know Rick's collection just off of R. Lamar clothing. Like, you got to know this man. Like, his collection is crazy.
Right.
Bro, you should text him to see if he wants to get on.
I'll do it right now. Say lift.
He's probably like, I'm lifting a bench right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. He probably at the gym for real.
Oh yeah, he got clients at this time, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's out.
All right, fellas, I'm about to head out. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, you too, man.
Right, bro.
All right, Free, appreciate you, bro.
All right, Free.
No problem, always.
Yeah, so but he said he was down for the joint. So that is a confirmed on that aspect. Break, stop playing, bro. Hit my line. But yeah, so
you dressed like a referee.
They've been asking that all. They've been asking that all night. Like, why he dressed like he work at Foot Locker?
Because I just got off, bruh.
Fresh
off the clock.
Like back to the battle thing though, man. Like I feel like this could really take off and become something. Like I know there's certain sneakerheads that can't go against like other collectors or whatever, but it's like you could have like I won't say rankings, but what do you like weight classes, but you can call it shoe classes. Like 500 plus, 200 plus, 100 plus, 40 plus, 20 plus, whatever, like down to whatever class you are. Because it's like you got a person that got 20 shoes. You can't go against an IBA or a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying?
True, but I wouldn't make it a numbers game. I'll make it where you pick your category or categories that you can't participate in, whether it's Jordans or hype shoes or, you know what I'm saying, 80s kicks, 90s, you know, different stuff like that. I feel like it's better you put yourself in a category versus numbers.
You can do it like that as well.
I just feel like at the end of the day, it's an exhibition. Like you have a collection, and one person's collection is not any better than another person's collection. Right. You know, that's all to the people or your own opinion. You know, you're just showing off the shoes in your collection. And that's the main thing for me. I like seeing people's collections and what they have. And when they pull out a shoe, I haven't seen, like when you pull out a shoe, you haven't seen somebody pull out in like 20 years. Yeah. Right. That shit is amazing to me. Like when somebody be like, oh yeah, you know, so I'm gonna pull out these Air Way Ups from 97, like, yo, that's the original Bulls PE colorway. Like shit like that is dope to me. Stuff like that is dope to me. Right. So like an exhibition where even if it is Jumpman Bostic versus, you know, somebody else who may not have the collection that Jumpman has, but still has a respectable pair of shoes, like, and any number is respectable, but let's say you got 300 pairs compared to Jumpman's 1,100 pairs. Right. And, you know, you do it in the same format that E-Money throws his questions. You don't know who's going to win. Facts. Because he come up with a question like, hey, you know, pull out a shoe, your oldest shoe that's in your collection that is completely 100% wearable and won't fall apart. Or he just makes up any type of question. It really depends on what you pull out in that situation. Right. So you could be like, oh yeah, I got X amount of shoes, like Jones Kicks. Everybody expected Jones Kicks to come out there and light you up. That's what everybody thought. But it didn't go that way. Right. Because based on the questions, it was like people saw shoes that, in all honesty, a lot of them went over their head. Where It was like, what is that? I know what it is. I knew what that Pharrell NMD was. A lot of them was like, it's an NMD. Like, you do know that's an exclusive, very hard to get NMD. Unicorn. Yeah. Unicorn. And they were just like, so what? So, you know, so it really depends on the question, the people who are voting, and what they like. Facts.
And that's why that Reebok question is banned, because that Reebok question won 3 weeks in a row, bro. Like it won over sneakers that should have just demolished it. And that Reebok question like stand the test of time. It was like, somebody could have pulled out not even a bread one. They could have put out a banned one, and they'd have been like, oh, okay. Reebok question.
Bruh, because it's a classic. Simply because it's a classic. When you see that Reebok question, it's just like when I see a Concord. If you like, just like what AJ was talking about, where he's like, there's a story behind the shoe.
Yeah.
When I see a Concord, I think of Allen Iverson, Georgetown, 1996, black ankle braces, where I thought they were black socks, and started rocking black socks with my Concords so they look like Allen Iversons.
Right.
I think about shit like that. I think about college basketball when I see older shoes. Like, oh, I remember when Michigan had those on. Oh, I remember when I saw Bobby Hurley had those on. Fuck Bobby Hurley, and all that shit. So that's what, like, you see that Iverson, you're like, yo, all you think about Dark Caesar, number 3 on Philly jersey on, catching a rebound off the board and throwing it on somebody in a pair of blue toes or a pair of red toes.
Right.
And it was just like, yo, Iverson. Every time.
It's like it just takes you back, bro. Like,
this shit takes you back 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So
we should put up. We should. You know what we should do? We should have Word versus another customizer. Custom battle.
That's dope.
That would be dope.
Right.
Work that you've already done, because I don't know if we have that much time to actually get a custom done here, but
that would be dope.
That would be fire.
That's actually a good idea.
Might have to jot that down. Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
He said live goes off now.
Have to hit everybody with the
we say that.
AJ put his phone like copyright.
Get everybody with the Men in Black flash, like
for real.
Just imagine,
man gonna take down the live and delete the video.
No, but I think it's never been done on live before, right?
No, never, nope.
Yeah,
that would.
You guys are talking too much.
Man, so I mean, man, we covered boy, man, y'all battle, boy. God, this ain't finna be stuff talked about like tonight. That's just
no, but at the end of the day, I think that the rest of the battles, they're gonna bring it.
Yeah,
they're gonna bring it. They have no choice.
Right. Raise the bar.
Yeah, I think they're gonna bring it. I don't think anybody's gonna sit there and be like, "Well, I can show this and make it to the next round." Mm-hmm. No. Oh, you had that in the first round. The first round, you could have showed all your kiddie stuff. You could have been like, "Here is my, here's my shoe. I hope you like it. I think it's cute. I got it. I got it from my mom." Like it. You can do that in the first round. Now it's like, here, this is what it is. Beat that. So I think that's what it's going to be from here on out. I think everybody's going to bring it now because everybody wants to make it to that Final Four.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, that battle definitely got me thinking. I'm like, damn, I got to go against this man next. I'm looking at sneaker events like, man, I need to go cop some more shit.
Nah, but I think we go like I said in the last battle. I'm just here to have a good time. Like I'm just here to have a good time, and whatever happens, happens. Whether I win or lose, I just want to have a good time. That's it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, because and like I said, like win or lose, at the end of the day, whoever came out on top. You know what I'm saying? Just it was just their day. Like any given Sunday, it was just their day because any one of these brothers right here could have won, and been a been a real one for the W, whatever like that. Like it wouldn't have been like some, oh man, so and so should have, like no, the other person should have won. No, like whoever came out on top, it was just like good battle, my friend. And you know what I'm saying? You move on. Because other battles, you can't really say that for the other battles that's happened. Not, the majority of them or whatever. But I knew that y'all would set the tone, and man, y'all exceeded all expectations.
Yeah, like when I saw Black's battle was more of an exhibition. Black was just like putting on a show for everybody, and that shit was just like, God. Yeah, dog.
Right.
Black was just like, yeah, here's the British Knight, and here's this shoe worn by Billy Hoyle, and here's Woody Harrelson wearing the shoe. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
It was crazy.
like Black, and that's why I said like he as a person he should be banned from all sneaker battles. Like that's a fact. He should be banned. Like because the way that he battles is nowhere near fair at all because he comes with the history, he comes with the sneaker, he comes with.
But I love that.
Yeah, the presentation.
I love that. I love the fact that he comes with all that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. But everybody else is not going to have that.
Like, IBA, what the fuck happened?
I don't know, I don't know. You sideways. You sitting sideways over here, bro. You sitting sideways like the song, brother. I don't know what's going on right now. Are you froze too? You get to sneak with the phone?
Yeah, he's done.
You get to sneak with the phone?
Yeah.
No, he's messing around. Watch, he's gonna move.
No, he froze.
No, that's froze, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he Elsa right now, bro.
Yeah. You done out here.
Yeah.
But
do you want to build a snowman?
Why isn't E-Money on?
There he go.
There you go. He back.
Now somebody called me. That's why I heard everything y'all was saying. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
He froze up.
Q talking about real quick. Why isn't E-Money on here? I think why none of anybody from the panel actually ever comes on to jump on with us is I guess they made like a pact that they won't come on because then I guess it makes it seem like they were because they don't vote, they're not a part of it, so I think it make it seem like they're
the only time they give their vote is when they give their opinion on the live. That's it.
Because
other than that's all it is an opinion.
Yeah. Because what was that? Remember when PM jumped on for like 2 seconds when we was talking? I forgot what we was talking about, and PM jumped on
stuff like that. Yeah.
And he was like, I just wanted to interject and jump on live to talk about that 1 second real quick, and then he was like, but I have to jump off because we made a pact not to, after the battle. I respect that. Yeah, I respect that. So that's why I think E-Money's never jumped on. He'll be in the chat and stuff like that or whatever. And plus, he's like, what is even? Because he's in Hawaii. They like 4 hours back, 3 hours back, or something like that.
Well, from me, I think he's 5.
He's like 5 hours for you, yeah. It's like
maybe even 6. I think it's 5 though.
Yeah, it's like right now, like it's 9:30 here. It's 10:30 for you, Caddy. It's probably like 5:30 for him right now. Yeah, whatever. So, but he always sees the replay or whatever. And he was in the chat not too long ago. But
he popped in and said he would catch the replay later on tonight.
Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming what it is, Q. But I know he always checks the replay and he always hits me in the DM about every Tuesday when we do the live. So, yeah, and if y'all got questions, man, I mean, now is the time. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get to them a little bit, and I've been missing some. I apologize, but hit us with the questions now. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? While we got a couple minutes left. Questions. Yeah, for real.
Question.
So, and then this weekend, because since we got Thanksgiving or whatever, it ain't gonna go down for the face-off later on in the week.
You see A-Wall in the chat.
Ooh.
Shots fired, boy. Shots fired.
I'm going to win anyways.
I'm going to win anyways. I hear you. Who was A-Wall going against? I forgot once again. Yeah. You are going to win anyways, probably. You probably gonna got A-Wall. What you probably gonna do is you're gonna do your intro, and then they're gonna give you the win because they're gonna be like, all right, Jay Smith, and he's gonna be like, and that's all gonna happen.
If Jay Smith internet don't mess up, bro, like I follow the man, he got some stuff, bro.
Yeah,
he got some stuff.
He did tell me that too. Yeah, I looked at his IG and he did tell me that. I mean, we have had conversations via DM, and he saw our recap, and he was kind of tight about our recap because he didn't get the battle. You know, I'm pretty sure he was already frustrated. You know what I'm saying, because of the internet situation, and he wanted to battle and he couldn't get that off. Right. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So he told me, he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to battle, man. You know what I'm saying? My internet wasn't, I was like, hey, just show and prove then, bro.
Listen,
but don't take what we were doing as, because I don't do the disrespect thing. You know what I'm saying? We was just
we ain't cracking on you as a person.
yeah, exactly.
It's the situation.
Listen, if you come in here with AOL 5.0 and the CD and think you about to beat somebody on AOL Messenger, you have another thing coming. Like,
Caddy killed me with the Juno, bro. When he said the
You must
Juno,
just throw in the towel now.
don't come on your Yahoo chat and thinking, "Oh, I got a webcam, I can do this." Like, no, come here with the files. Come here with the good connection. AJ showed you how you can test your connection. He showed it earlier, so go back, rewind it, watch it again.
He's gonna take all his boxes to Starbucks and be up in there like, okay, I'm ready.
Exactly. Can I get a mocha latte grande, please? It's gonna be a long night. Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Rice Go 80 said, question, who had the better Nikes, Barkley or Pippen? Who y'all think? That's a good one.
I'm oh God.
Well, I mean, at one point Pippen started wearing Jordans, so
yeah, that's a fact. But then Jordan started playing baseball and he started rocking the tempos.
Pippen still wore the Jordans, he wore the 10s.
Yeah, he wore the 10s Jordan. And then when he came back, he had his own. He had his own line, but remember, his line got changed. Instead of Air, he used Zoom.
Yeah,
for himself. Tempo, the AIR on the side, man.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, I think I'm gonna have to go with Barkley's.
Yeah, Barkley for me. If you know that Air Force Max for me,
right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that and the CB34s.
The CB34s, boy, yeah.
I need them.
Yeah, those are hard.
Hey, any of you guys wear a size 12?
Nah,
I wear 13.
I mean, I do. I do. I was about to say I do if you're giving away some.
Cheapest I've seen, 900.
Oh, okay.
Size 12, that size, bro. That's the cheapest I've seen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need the 13.
No, dude, too.
Yeah, I need the 13 in that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a fact, especially because it's a 5. But yeah, I say Barkley too, man. I feel Barkley had more dope silhouettes than Pippen. Not taking nothing away from Pippen at all. And I feel Barkley's was I honestly do not like that Travis Scott.
Those are trash.
Yeah,
you can have those.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But yeah, I like Barkley though. I like Barkley. I say Barkley.
Sneaker of the year. Hey, they are comfortable. It's really, really comfortable.
Let's take
like that
show now.
That you can show now.
That you can.
Oh, I 2001. Give me a second.
You got it in the house? Yeah, okay.
Shoot, I want to say BAA probably has it.
Black,
Black probably has D.
Black, I could wear this. This 18.5, but I'm pretty sure after one wear, these shits will be dead. Because I've worn them a couple of times in the past, but they're definitely on this way out.
Oh, so they're not dead stock. I thought they were dead stock.
Oh, I've worn them.
Okay.
I've worn them. Like I got another pair that I had posted on my IG years ago that I had worn them to work, and literally like they cracked on the side. Like it just cracked on the side, and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't like that. I mean, I gotta start wearing a little bit more of my shoes. I got a lot of DS shoes.
Oh, you got to. It's a must.
If you have any 17s, you need to wear them.
Yeah.
You need to wear them because that I want to say the Phylon that that's around the airbag starts to crumble.
2001 Japan mids numbered. These were numbered out of 7,560, which is still a weird number. And these are number 5895. So these 2001 still wearable. So these are my pair from 2001. I still have them. So that's one. And then these are 2002. Still wearable. Suede still buttery. Bro, I could have bought like a whole stack, but I'm not trying to pull everything down.
So.
Don't you got? I thought the 85s was wearable.
So the wearable one is at the other house.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
My
I have
bad.
a display pair and then I have a wear pair.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. My bad. Okay.
Any other questions? What we got? Any sneaker questions? Anybody want any advice?
Everybody commenting about the saying the Barclays, the Mellow 18.
She said when J-Dot back on the battlefield.
Or no.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's a bum bum ba-dum, bum.
You got all the whammies.
Word. So Word had a question. So Word, I want to wear those, but like all my other customs, I feel that's art. And even though sneakers are meant to be worn, some things you got to keep precious because you blessed me with a gift. They're actually in my sneaker room in a case.
I seen that. Yeah.
You saw that in the video, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're I do want to wear them. I just have to find the right. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain things you just keep. Yeah.
Like a trophy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So like they're sitting in there. It's in March, I believe. It's coming up. There's gonna be SneakerCon NYC is gonna be 2020 guaranteed, and then also
You're taking people.
And then also Miami's coming up. Or is it Tampa? One of those in February, I believe. And Vancouver. You know, unless you make me a wearable pair, you know.
Hint.
I wouldn't mind going to the one in Miami. I think Miami's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, actually, it's Fort Lauderdale. She's right. But that's where it's
going.
Fort
Gonna be dope.
They're gonna try different cities, but again, I go wherever they tell me to go. But I will be traveling. 2020 is gonna be really, really busy for me. I've locked down a bunch of deals that I can't say yet, but they are big deals like sponsorship deals, you know, appearance deals, partnership deals. So I do a sponsorship deal and I do a partnership deal. So I do two different deals. They entitle each one is something different that I provide to whoever I'm partnering with or sponsoring with. So 2020, man, let's just say the Kicks Mafia is gonna be moving. It's not just me. Whatever deal I do, I try to send it to them.
Right.
Just that way, at least, you know. But I gotta lock the deal down first before I start saying, "Hey, I want to do this."
That's a fact.
Right.
So
yeah, AJ won't be solo. AJ won't be solo. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah, it's going down.
It's gonna be a lot more traveling. A lot more international traveling. I actually got offered to go to an event in Milan, I believe. They do like their own event, and I mean it feels good, man. Because I mean, like at the end of the day, I'm a normal guy. I have a normal Instagram. I guess they see what I'm building, you know, like how I'm building myself, my brand, and like the positive energy that I bring out. Because I mean, you know me. I stay out all drama and stuff.
As you should. Yeah.
What's up?
No, I said as you should.
Oh yeah. So Milan is a possibility. I know there's an event in Dubai that I got invited to as well. So let's see, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit 2020.
And everybody is saying that, so I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, word. Hey, Rep, you need to put that on the screen what she just said.
Your sponsored customizer.
let's just say, and Rep knows this, he's seen this. Whatever I wear on stage, man, it does business. It does
That's
work.
a fact.
So.
That's a fact. You could be speaking that into existence. Word, I'm just saying.
She'd be like, "Hey," I said customize. She'd be like, "Yo, I'll design those little keychains for y'all asses. I ain't giving y'all no shoes."
You said the other part, staying away from the mess is the way for real.
Yeah.
Yo, Rep, we gotta take that shirt idea, and put it on a canvas, man. Word.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Chucks.
No, so what we can do is actually and that's actually a simpler process, which we can do that as well. It's just doing the artwork, and just doing the artwork is going to be the longest process, which is not long because putting it on canvas that's a
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we can do that for sure. And then every entity can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so most definitely we can do that. We can do that.
Yo, bro, I would even keep it low key and put it on some ProCADs. That cheaper version. For me.
Hey, I'm just saying, old heads would be like, bust those, man.
Face on the shit.
So you might bust those out in front of Black African, and he might be like, "Boy, what you know about that, boy?"
Any more questions? Anybody got questions? Oh,
what else we got?
What's good, bro? Bro, we missed you
fellas.
at the Survivors.
I'm out of here, fellas. I know I gotta attend to some other things, so I'll tap in with you guys later.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
You guys have a good night. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, boy.
All right, bet.
Do we got any more before we close it down, man?
Who want to jump in here? Let's get somebody in here.
Yeah, I put out here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to jump in?
Let's. Hey, somebody with a fire collection, jump in. I want to see your top 5 right now. Right now, let's go.
Ooh.
Top 5.
Y'all heard
we
AJ?
got 4 judges. We got 4 judges right now.
Y'all heard AJ, man. The link is in the comments. As long as you don't come in here on the you know.
Again, it doesn't have to be heat. It's what's your top.
Yeah.
Right? Your top.
I see you peeking, Throwback King. Come on with your Ewins.
Let's go. I want to see some. I want to see some.
I know Q. I know Q the Queen still up in here.
Bro, I would tell Goat to come in here, but poor guy got to use a stick to grab all the shoes. You know?
Goat live next to his sneaker wall, man. He can roll over. He can roll over and grab a sneaker.
Don't know.
He got the extendo grabber with the claw at the end.
You know he do.
As seen on TV. Pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
You better roll.
Who's coming in? Let's go.
I know where Q at. Q at the gym.
That's a fact. That's where Rick at too. I forgot to say that. Rick did hit me back and say he was training.
Dang, ain't nobody want to jump in? Okay. Feet's where you at? I know Feet's in here too, right? Or she gone?
She probably gone already. Ain't nobody trying to jump in?
Camp out kicks. Come on, man. Somebody jump in.
Yeah, you already know where I'm at.
Let's see. Somebody get in.
This dude and his wife, his name be killing me every time.
I just want to see someone's top 5 or just your rotation. Let's see what your rotation look like.
Ain't nobody trying to jump in. Everybody's scared.
Man, ain't nobody trying to jump in.
Weezy said he had his mama house laid up.
Uh-oh. I don't even know if I want to let him in.
Who is it?
The Ringer.
What's good, bro?
Black.
The Ringer,
You go to the time machine. You can meet me here. Go to the time machine, bro.
The Ringer,
Cut that shit.
man.
What's good, Black?
What's good, man? Y'all getting me up out of my bed.
See where he went. Yeah, I bet we did. I bet we did.
Y'all get me up out
On the time
my
machine.
bed.
We jumped in the
Oh my
DeLorean.
goodness.
Hey, now people want to jump in. That's what I'm talking about.
He
Let's-
jumped in
let's
the
make it
DeLorean.
fun. Let's do this.
That's a damn shame. Black is
Well,
like, hold on, let me get the
I
top
got a top
real quick.
5, but I got a top 5, but it's not like a top 5 of like, you know, sneakers. I do like sneakers and like, well, you'll see. So just
Okay.
bear with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Lord Jesus.
So many
Go and
people
start up
put me
that
on the
DeLorean.
spot,
Go and
man.
start up that DeLorean. Start up the DeLorean. Start it up.
Nah. I'm already in it, man. I'm already in it.
21 gigawatts.
Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Retro. Here we go. We start off with the retro every time. This is Black's
I'm like
trademark.
I love stuff like this. So when the last time y'all seen something like that?
Never.
You know what I mean? And it's got the denim suit with it too.
Mm-hmm. See, I
You
love,
know?
I love stuff like
That's
that
why,
with stories.
that's why you don't want to be in the tournament of champions, because you got to go against that, man.
Okay.
Man,
Now I
this
got
man is equivalent of a.
see. The thing is, you want me to, you want to show 5 sneakers, but I can't show 5 sneakers because if I'm in a battle with people, I can't show you what I really want to show you. You know what I mean?
Let's not do that. Let's just do your top. Let's see your rotation. How about that? Let's do your rotation.
Well, the thing is, my rotation sits outside a pair of work boots.
Okay.
But I can show you something. Hold on. This is my grill.
Shit.
And black ass African is like equivalent to a legendary Pokemon, man. He's mythical creature, man.
This is my grill.
Air pressure.
Hold.
All right.
There we go.
There's one thing about these.
Now I'm gonna say this. You don't know me, but the other 2 guys up top, even Throwback King, know me, man. When I pull out something, I always pull out, and I'm not saying pause, no pause in 2019, no pause.
Pull it
I always
out.
pull out. You know what I'm saying? I always pull out shit to show you the history of the shoe, because that's what's wrong with this. This is what's wrong with the sneaker community right now. They don't have no type of history behind any shoes that they buy.
Exactly.
They always just go off of what the other person is wearing. I don't do that. So I always pull out something that's
you should know what you have.
exactly.
That's all it is. That's crazy. Is the midsole cracking or is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the lines?
Oh yeah. Did you saran wrap it? Yeah, right?
Yeah. To keep it together.
That saran wrap come off, they're crumbling. Crazy.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I was at SneakerCon in Atlanta for 2016, and I had this box right here, and I had the shoulder strap, and I was walking around with it. Nobody knew what the fuck I had in my hands, bro. Only people that knew what I had was Jumpman, and there was another guy that ran a booth. He was like, "Man, don't nobody know what you got in your hands, bro." But I'm like, if you're supposed to be into sneakers, shouldn't you go back to the history of it?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's like, okay, no disrespect to anybody on here, but if you're black, that means you got Black History Month. So you need to know about Black History Month, right? Anything that you're doing, you got to know history on it. That's how you teach yourself. You know, when you get people coming on here, you know, trying to tell the younger generation about certain sneakers, about certain things, they think that we hating on them. It's not hating. We trying to tell you, you know? That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell you. But I got this one, and then I got the actual 2016 right here that I actually wear.
Bro,
Yeah, I gotta get that pair.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what.
Snacks, what up, man?
What up, bro?
What
Snacks,
up?
you ears?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right,
You
cool.
ready for your
What up?
you ready for your loss? You ready for your L?
Man, I'm ready to take all kind of L's, man. I take all kind of L's.
So Black, what season did you win?
I won the first season, man. Wasn't nobody really looking at the season like they doing now.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting to see the 4 champions come together. I'm just ready for a dope battle, man. Win, lose, or draw, man. It's for the culture. Hashtag the culture, man.
Yeah, because you're not gonna lose, but
Nah, man, I'm not gonna sit here and be big headed or nothing like that. But like y'all said, the chat controls everything.
Yeah,
no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
All we doing is pulling out the sneakers, man.
I mean, but you're
Now,
you are like the
I do have
Jay-Z
one that I
of
want
battles. You like the Biggie and Pac of battles, but
Tells you that, boy.
Now, without even Black, you didn't even have to show the Nike Air on the back, but just showing it. Yeah, just showing it from the side panel right there alone.
It wasn't even the fact that he showed it from the side panel. It was the fact that he held it up and you knew because who he is. That it was the original.
Yeah,
I knew.
You just knew, like.
Knew what it was.
Like, yo, that's an OG pair.
Yeah,
like
you knew what it was.
BAA is like Thanos, man. He just snapped his fingers.
And that's what I'm
battle
saying.
over, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He be like, yo, I don't be bragging. You know what I'm saying? I'm very humble, but
I don't, man. I mean, but
you gotta balance the sneaker verse.
Yeah,
I just love sneakers, man.
Because look what he did. He did all that verbiage, and then pulled out an OG5. Like it's just
yeah, it's no words. You ain't had to say nothing. It was like,
you know what I'm saying.
But the thing is, it's so dope. It's so dope because like it brings you back to that time. Like if you were a kid, you remember it. You remember that fire red, and you remember when the grapes came out and everything else. And it's like it just brings you back. And that's the thing I love about Black's collection. It just rewinds you right back to that time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact. You said today's SneakerCon is nothing like the days when it was small. I truly agree with that. It's very much different.
Other brands coming up are coming right after them.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like no disrespect to AJ or nobody at SneakerCon, nothing like that. But I made a video on my Instagram. Like one of my first videos on my Instagram was how SneakerCon to me is turning into a live StockX. Like to me,
wait. Let me make something very clear. Wait one second. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me make something very, very clear. Because you said no disrespect to me. I don't work for SneakerCon.
I got you.
I just host their events. So I don't take anything in disrespect. So I want to make that very clear.
I just didn't want to step on no toes, man. That was I don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
No. Look, again, for me, I look at it as it's a huge, awesome platform for people to build, right? But if somebody was to ask me, hey, do you think any other company could come after them and get to that level? I wouldn't say right now, but eventually.
Yeah, but see,
y'all remember Dunk Exchange, right?
Oh yeah, I remember Dunk Exchange. I used to go to it here in New York City.
I used to go to every single Dunk Exchange. Gary and all those guys, my homies. Look what happened to Dunk Exchange. But the thing with SneakerCon knows how to hit that target audience. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Nike. I just have to make that clear that I don't work for them.
And I feel like it's doing a good job and it's thriving. But I feel like, cause I still go and I still love it. Like I still have a great time when I go. But it's like I don't really go to sell sneakers or anything like that. I really go to see dope shoes and to see things that I may not see with my own eyes unless I go to SneakerCon. And I feel like they should keep those roots. Like we need more people like Jumpman Bostic used to come out and show his collections and stuff like that. And it's like, to me, that's more dope than going, oh, I can go buy this sneaker or somebody trying to sell me a sneaker. Like, I want to see history. Like, I don't really want to see, I can shop on StockX all day. It's like, I want to see history and hear some dope stories and see some dope collections. We need to start something like that.
Yeah, because I'm like back when I first started going to SneakerCon, and this was back when they had it in the church in New York City. and it was super small. It was super tight. You walked around one time, and it was like in a crowded circle, and it took you forever to get through that crowd. But you saw so much different stuff. Like I remember one time, the first time I went, I bumped into Nick Hogan, and a bunch of other people was in there, and that was the first time I bumped into Figs in 8 and 9, back when he had his I think he had his Money Over Fame shirts and had the shirt that glowed in the dark and all that. It was crazy, and it was just different. Now it's a little bit different because it's since then it's been about a good almost 10 years, and things have changed. There's different sneakers out. The hype behind sneakers is different. And the new generation is handle sneakers differently than the way we handle sneakers. But I do think there should be some type of history where it'd be like, yo, let me show you what it used to be like. Yeah. And let me show you, what made everything, what set the tone to where we are now. Because these shoes that you seen, like what Black pulls out, like the Air Command Forces and the Air, the Air High 93s and all that, the Air Force Ones, those were the shoes that we all wanted back in the day. And you guys need to see this. You guys need to see this and learn some of this. It's pretty cool when you come back and look at this. So I think that does need to be a part of SneakerCon.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I think, and it's just the reincorporating people like Bostic as headlining, not just being in the building, but headlining, like you said, bringing out his collection. Different things like that. Like that's very much like getting back to the basics, but on the biggest level that you are. Is something that I think would be very beneficial for the younger generation, the community itself, and even the and even showing the appreciation for the OGs, because you had to start off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So not forgetting people like Jumpman Bostic. Not saying that SneakerCon is doing that. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying like reincorporating people like Jumpman Bostic as a headliner, stuff like that. Like I feel like that's very much needed, and I feel like it would be appreciated because your numbers is not going to go nowhere. I mean, let's keep it funky. Like SneakerCon numbers is not going. Like me and AJ talk about this all the time.
Remember what we did in Dallas?
Yeah,
that was my way of introducing Bostic back into the lineup, is because I felt that, like you're saying, the sneaker community is so much about hype right now. They don't know where the shoes came from, where they started, why the Travis Scott 4s were made the way they are. Nobody knows any history, any of the materials there are, like any of that. So there's a panel that I think you saw that we did. Like I wanted to do sneakers then, now, and the future, right? We did that panel, and it was crazy because I remember we had Trady Kicks was on it.
Yeah.
We had Bostic on it, myself, and who else was on it? Will, right?
Yeah.
Something like it was something like that. And
no, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically took sneakers, like we put it up on the screen. We had sneakers from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and what we think they're gonna look like going in the future. And believe it or not, some of these kids that were standing in the crowd looked at something from the 80s, and they looked at something from now. They're like, "Oh my God, that looks like now." It was a great panel because, and then the thing with Bostic is, man, when he talks, you can tell how passionate he is.
Yeah.
About the history behind it, and that's how I feel. What I want to do is I feel that, I mean, I've been given a platform. I can try my hardest for people to say, hey, not only are we bringing the community back together, but let's get some history about the sneaker. Why are we only talking about the Travis Scotts or the Khaled's or the UNC PEs or this PEs. Talk about where it started. Talk about the Bo Jacksons. Talk about the Iversons. Talk about talk about shoes. Like even, okay, if you're talking talk about Jordans. How Jordan hated the Jordan 10s. That was his most hated shoe. He did not like it.
Nope.
Right?
He
Like
hated the
stuff
cap.
Like that, he hated that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I want to do, and I feel that what we could even turn these lives into is like, for people who don't want to ask these questions, we can be like, yo, just send us questions, we'll answer it for you.
Yeah.
Right? Like Black got crazy knowledge. He has pretty much an archive of all the old stuff. I mean, I feel like I'm an in between OG and not hype beast, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in that era where I started collecting. I came from collecting the OGs, and now I'm still collecting, and it's the hype stuff. Not, I mean, I don't only collect hype stuff, but you see what I mean? Like, I feel like I can give best of both worlds. So that's what we should, like, I think we should start doing.
Like, I feel a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people in this community can give the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have collections where, and they have information where they can say, hey, and not to mention regions, because like me growing up in NYC was totally different than Rep growing up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, but the thing is, we have in common Air Force Ones.
Yep.
And how Air Force One played a factor in our lives growing up.
Yep.
You know, like for example, Fat Boy Snacks. Fat Boy Snacks is not too far away from me up in Connecticut. And Ewans played a major part in both of our lives. Because it was a staple shoe on the East Coast. It was a staple shoe in the 90s on the East Coast. Every little kid had that Ewan with the 33 strap on the front, or you had the 33 high. And then they had that Seahawks colorway that everybody had to have at one point. Like,
and you know, on a side note, not to cut you off, Caddy, one Ewan growing up as a kid, nobody liked, which was funny. Nobody like people talked about it, but at the same time, people had it. Was that doo-doo brown suede? You know what I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about, because every kid in New York had a pair.
But yo, every kid in Milwaukee talked about that one like a dog, but at the same time,
and had it on with a pair of blue jeans and a brown leather jacket to match.
Thank you, man. or they would have the matching doo-doo brown Guess jeans.
Finna go get it.
I know he's finna go get it. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I brought that up, because my ending statement was, "Do you have this sneaker?"
Here he comes.
See, he got that one. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he got that one. He got that one.
These are my work boots, man.
the one I'm talking about was literally like it was like that light doo-doo brown. Yeah, it was, but it was that same model though. Yeah, it was that same model though.
It was the same model, 33 high. Yeah.
Yep. It was man.
What we need to do is we need to do an online sneaker encyclopedia kind of thing. Like these lives, believe it or not, I'm sure these lives would help a lot of people out. Like, you know, just get on here and just talk. You know, we do this sneaker battles, and you can do another one.
Well, Black got something like that going on with Hot Dog, where they do like a retro talk forum.
Yeah, we got like this thing we started on a live on my channel, Black Ass. It's called Retro Talk Forum, and what we do is we talk about everything that's nostalgia from the 80s and the 90s. It can be from sneakers, TV shows, music, clothing, you name it, we talk about it. We just starting up, but you know, episodes gonna come. We're gonna be on at least either a Thursday, between Wednesday and Thursdays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm sorry, but you know, by Thanksgiving coming up, we'll probably be. If we don't do it tomorrow night, we'll probably do it Friday night.
Caddy, you got the link?
So I'll get the link for you. I'll get the link and I'll post it.
Cute.
Yeah.
You can check out the first episode we did with Throwback King. That was the first episode he spit a lot of knowledge as far as just Ewan brand and how he started in the sneaker game and everything that he's evolved to right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I want to get that link in the
You said something at 10:03 saying SneakerCon, you know, too much there should be a different type of event. I'm just gonna put it Q. I got an announcement coming in 2020. Let's just keep it that way. That I think people are gonna love it. So yeah, keep it. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I mean, there's gonna be other brands coming, but I feel that I would love to do like a traveling sneaker like historian, kind of like how they had the Shoeseum.
Mm-hmm.
But now imagine taking, like, for example, like us six of us right here, right? Everybody bring a little piece of history and just travel. Like, that would be dope, right? That would be dope. That would be different. Yeah, it might not be at the level that any other company's on, but it's not going to be a sneaker. It's not going to be a buy-sell trade. It's literally going to be more of a, you know, like a traveling sneaker.
A national sneaker museum.
Pretty much like you're buying a ticket to see, like, old classic
History.
shoes.
Yeah.
History. Yeah.
Yeah.
A traveling museum,
like,
basically.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's just like the same thing what T.I. did with the Trap Museum, except it's traveling.
Museum.
Yeah, except you traveling it. Yeah.
That would be dope. I would actually go to that. Like, I would actually.
I can see people going to that and learning the history and seeing different things, because when you see, and I know I've mentioned this over and over tonight, when you see certain shoes, it brings you back to a time in your life when you first saw that shoe, or when you had that shoe, or when you wanted to have that shoe. That's just a fact. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen a shoe in their life that they wanted and at that time couldn't get their hands on. And like, and you see that shoe and it brings you back to that time. Like, I remember when I first saw that, like when IBA pulled out them foam posits. I have foam posits, but every time I see it, I thought about the first time I seen the kid in my building with the foam posits on. And I first seen him, and I had never seen them before. And I was like, other than when I saw Mike Bibby with him on in the NCAA tournament.
Arizona.
Yeah, when he was on Arizona.
Milestone,
yeah.
Well, another thing with that museum idea is, like, at the same time, it's like we getting our nostalgic feeling, but at the same time, like, I got 2 little kids, and it's like I'm already teaching them their sneaker history, but for them to go somewhere and have somebody tell them, because my kids love going to museums and love hearing about the past. So it's like now you're teaching the youth, you're giving them a good foundation basically from the start, instead of this hype world that we're living in now.
So Hop Dog just said they had a museum. Yeah, that's what we're kind of building off of. Now imagine having one that travels city to city to give you the information, right? Like, imagine, like you were talking about, put in like Barclays or whatever, OG, and just having a curator for that area. But like, yo, today I'm going to be talking about Nike basketball. And somebody's going to be like, I'm going to talk about Adidas. I'm going to talk about Pro Keds. I'm going to talk about Ewings. I'm going to talk about, whatever, like, FUBUs or And Ones or, all that. Because if you look at it, no matter where, And One made some noise back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I had And Ones.
The Half Man, Half Amazing went from being one of the most sold out shoes, and one went from being like an exclusive brand to now buying them in. It was like in Payless.
The Tai Chi, boy.
The Tai Chi's, bro. Like, it was
don't
crazy.
forget about Marbury.
I need them. So my last name is TAI. That's what it said at the back of the shoe.
When OG Sneakers pulled at that Tai Chi what was that, your first episode back, Caddy?
Oh yeah, the 90s challenge.
When he pulled out that Tai Chi, boy, I said, boy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, and that's one of the things, like what we do on Talking Kicks too, is like we try to,
Wow.
I wish I had that logo, but when they brought these back, I had to.
Man, I haven't seen that.
I remember the N1 commercials when he was dribbling through the train station.
Yeah,
killed it. So like with me, I know Canada kind of knows me too. I'm not a Jordan guy at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against Jordans. My favorite Jordan is Jordan 2s and 9s, but my whole sneaker thing, like what you were saying, it's what I couldn't get as a kid. And for example, the N1 Mulberries, and my stuff, my era is between 88 and 97. That's where my collection, from Ewings to Troops to Fila's and British Knights and stuff like that, I still rock it to this day. So it's one of those things I have my own little lane here. So like, I don't knock anybody with Jordans hype. I never owned a pair of Yeezys. I'm not interested in none of that stuff or the newest Jordans. But like, but I said, I have my own little thing. Yeah, but I have my own little thing. You know, I like the only Adidas the one pair of Adidas I own is, well, two pairs of Adidas I own is like, you know, Kobe. This brings me back to 96 when Jordan won the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Or the Matumbos, which is one of my favorite Adidas of all time. So that's the lane I'm in. Like I'm into the whole like 88 between 97. That's my whole collection from Reebok, especially Reebok.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, look, everybody over here has their own little thing that they do, right? Now imagine that history being told to people, right? Like now on a bigger, even if we did it on a bigger platform, right? It could be. I think if somebody was to like say, hey, we're gonna back you guys, and we could do something like this, it doesn't have to be huge. You open up a pop-up shop for like maybe 2 or 3 days in a different city. People will come. It might be slow here and there, but at the end of the day, I look at it this way: if at least 10 people came or 20 people came, I know that you got to those 10 people or 20 people. Now those 20 people will say something to their, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
And then another thing is you can call out like the top collectors like in each city, because you know every city has their vibe or a different type of collection. So it's like if you in New York, there's probably some legends in New York. You can be like, hey, do you mind coming out and showing your collection? And now you got these New York legends coming out and like in their own city representing for their city. So you could also do something like that.
Definitely need Clark Kent there. Yeah, but you're absolutely right about that. Like, you know, it's something that I think a lot of people, a lot of young kids, like definitely like I got a son on the way, so I definitely would want my son to experience something like that. So as he grows up, he can see like, yo, your dad used to have these shoes. I remember when I was your age, this is what, you know, I wanted and what I was wearing, you know, rather than, hey, yeah, son, you know, I want you to have some Yeezys. Like, nah, like, if anything, like, listen, these are Griffeys. These are Air Max Griffey ones. You need a pair of these. You know, we need to find you a pair of these, stuff like that.
Yeah. Sneaks on demand. Can you hear us? You still on mute.
Yeah, his mic is on mute.
Oh, he getting his he getting his headset together.
Ain't that Will? That's Will, right? What's up, Will? He over there on the south side.
All right, fellas, listen, I gotta shut it down. Gotta go check on the wife.
Yeah.
And this baby.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to be on the same thing. So Caddy, go ahead and hit your outro real quick.
All right, what up, everybody? It's your boy KADILLAC Jackson, 1/3 of the Talking Kicks podcast. You can find us Wednesdays on Talking Kicks on our YouTube. You can also find us on our IG at Talking Kicks. You can find me on my IG at Cadillac_Jackson and on my YouTube at Cadillac Jackson. Appreciate you, fellas. Definitely appreciate chopping it up with y'all. This has been a great evening.
Hey, Caddy, man, once again, brother, before you leave, boy. Boy, Mamba mentality, boy. Mamba mentality. Congratulations, my brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Epic battle, man. You deserve it, bro. You deserve
Appreciate you. Reaper, we're gonna have a great one, bro.
Yeah, we are, man. I look forward to it, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, Caddy.
All right, fellas.
Did he get his mic together yet? Not yet.
Nah, man, I can't even get it. And I know y'all gonna hear a big you're gonna hear an echo though, because I ain't got my mic in.
Okay.
My battery ain't charging as well.
Okay. Go ahead and hit your. I mean, we can at least, you know what I'm saying, hear you and it's not echoing that much. So go ahead and hit your intro a little bit. Let people know who you is or whatnot.
Oh man, definitely. Sneaks on the man. Do YouTuber, trying to get get up there with the rest of the people. I'm a independent wrestler as well. You know what I'm saying? Grinding it out. I've been in the shop, man, for a while doing this, but now I'm in the A. So that's all it is right now, man. That's all it is.
Don't let him be too humble.
Oh man, I mean, hey, I'll be up there next week, man. It's a big show going on in Wisconsin. It's a Blizzard Brawl big show, so there's gonna be a whole bunch of WWE legends like Rikishi and there's a whole bunch supposed to be up there. A whole bunch of people, man. I gotta look at the flyer, but I'll be up in Chicago next week, so you got a lot of Samoan wrestlers gonna be the Jacob Fatu and Rikishi's sons and there's a lot of people.
Do me a favor. DM me the info. I want.
Yeah, I'll send you the flyer. Yeah, I just got booked on the show. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm gonna do something. So.
Yo, can you tag me in though?
Yeah, I definitely. I'm gonna send you the flyer as soon as I get off this. I got you for sure. Seeing y'all on the Survivor Series, man, doing y'all thing.
Bro, I'm telling you, we had more wrestlers there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And my guy, he was on he did SmackDown.
Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, he didn't get to do too much more. He said he was in the background, but hey, at least he was there, so definitely.
Mario, I really
appreciate y'all putting me on, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming through.
On real.
Hey, so Snacks, man, I did have a question for you because I know you into the Ewings. How long have you been collecting?
Collecting Ewings?
No, just period. I know Ewings is your thing, but how long have you been collecting? Like you got serious about?
Like I don't know. I've just been. I won't say all my life because I grew up, typical Payless sneakers and stuff like that. Yeah. But once I started, having my own money, my own job, after I got out of the military and stuff like that, got my own place, started going a little crazy with the sneakers. But once they started coming out with stuff that I enjoy, that's when I really got into it. Especially my first love is always the Reebok Question. That's my first love. Forever be my favorite sneaker. Then in 2012, UN Athletics came back in full. And then I was stuck on UN Athletics for a while, and then started my own Ewing. I'm the creator of Ewing Squad 33 on Facebook. We're the first. We made sneaker history. We're the first Ewing. I have my own collab with Ewing. Ewing Athletic. Came out last year and sold out. We made it was 330 pairs, I believe.
I was gonna say, didn't it sell out? Yeah, it sold out, that joint.
Let me see. Let me show you.
Let me see what it. Yo, didn't Figs and 8 and 9 just do a collab with him?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Figs, our homie Figs from 8 and 9, he just did a collab with Ewings too.
Yeah, 8 and 9 does a lot of they do a lot of cool collabs and stuff like that. So this is my sneaker right here. I actually have the Ewing Squad on the box. I got to design the box. I wanted something simple, and I wanted our logo on the box also.
How does it feel to have your own sneaker, man?
I never consider it as my sneaker. Like, even though I designed it and it was that's something that I built, I always, I didn't want to make it personal to me. I didn't want to have a colorway that's personal to me, like something that I grew up with. I wanted it to represent Ewing Squad. Because we're up to almost 7.3 thousand members on Ewing Squad, which is really dope on Facebook, and it's a lot of people for just Ewings, which we're not Nike.
How did that even happen? Like, how did it come by? Like, how did they hit you up? And
let me
turn into the panel right now. Rep, you see this?
So this is my
panel. Wow. So how did it all come by? Like, how did they contact
I went to the Anthony Mason event. It did a collab, and it was in New York. And when I went, this is the sneaker, the Anthony Mason sneaker with the 14. This says Mason on the back.
Yeah.
When I went there, I saw the owner, David, and I saw a lot of the UN Athletics family there. And I was kind of nervous to go meet him. I was going to introduce myself, and he already knew who I was, which was amazing. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're Fat Boy Snacks." So, like, I run the UN squad. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, they actually look at our page for feedback and stuff, which was really dope. And like, we had a conversation, and like, "Hey, just hit me up. Maybe we could talk about doing something." That's what he told me. In my head, I'm saying that just to say it. And he hit me up. He said, pick a model sneaker and come up with an idea with colorways and materials, and we move forward from there. It was like a year process, but when it came out, my brother is a videographer, and we did our own promotion. So if you follow me on Fat Boy Snacks on IG, you can see all those videos that we did. And I've been on YouTube since 2000.
Was it a year from the time you designed till the time it released, or was it just designed?
No, I had the idea in my head already. Because like I said, I wanted the sneaker when you're walking away, that'll say UN Squad on the back. So I wanted to say UN, I don't want to say Squad. And I wanted to pay tribute. I had to do it at 33 High because I actually got the tattoo right here of the 33 High. I wanted to pay tribute to the OG. All I did was I didn't do nothing crazy. I just flipped the colors and made the orange more of a primary color. So it's a simple colorway. And I wanted something that's just simple, man. I didn't want to go crazy with 3Ms and fur and cheetah print or anything like that. So
did they give you?
So yeah,
you to do all that? Could you have done all that if you wanted to?
Yeah, they gave me the green light, but like I said, I didn't want to do something crazy. I want to do something to represent the UN Squad 33 movement that we was doing. I wanted to do something simple, clean.
Maybe part
two.
I
wish, I guess they're moving to another direction. You know what I'm saying? I pitched my idea, but I guess they're moving to another direction. I still got love for the brand and stuff like that, but no matter what, if we don't get another collab, I always feel like we made sneaker history. Nobody can ever take this. Nobody can ever take this away from me.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact, bro.
So now the thing is, did you have to buy your own pair? Or did they give you a pair?
No. The thing is, like, all I asked, like, I didn't get any money or anything like that. I was just honored just to have. Like I said, I'm not an athlete. I'm not a YouTube star. I'm not a rapper. I'm just a dude that loves Ewings, and they actually gave me an opportunity. So I was super grateful. And all I asked is the original members of the UN squad, which was like about 15 or 16 of us. I made sure everybody had a free pair when they released. I gave them the address, their size, and that was my gift to the members that have been there with me day one. That's all I wanted, just to have those people get their pairs for free. And obviously, I got to see my family and my friends.
How many pairs did they wind up releasing of your shoe?
Like 330 pairs. And
all sold out?
Yep.
So we sold about 200 the first week, and after a while, the bigger sizes and the smaller sizes took a while to sell out, but eventually sold out. And the thing is like nobody knew what UN Squad 33 was for a sneaker that nobody really knew about. It's pretty good.
And then just to interject, because Fat Boy Snacks, he's actually being kind of modest. They sold the majority of them up front, like out the gate, like cause you guys had a release party, right?
Nah, we didn't have a release party, man. We didn't. Like, the thing is, I felt like we had to promote our, like, with the help of my brother. We made a commercial and everything for us, so we did all our own promotion. I'm not trying to knock you in athletics because I don't blame. Like I said, they have all these collaborations with bigger people, like Mosh and they promote them hard. Nobody knew what UN Squad was until it came out. So I try to do my own promotion with the people that I know with UN Squad. What was important to me, as long as people from the UN Squad got a pair, that's all that mattered to me, really. Because like I said, not a lot of people rock with Ewings like that. And I feel like we have our own lane, and I'm glad that any sneaker company showed just the average true fan of the brand, showed us some love and gave us our own collaboration. And Define New York's top 50 sneakers of 2018, we was like number 25. and the top sneakers are released. So I was honored just for that. So that's crazy to me.
That's awesome, dude.
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Rep, if you could design a shoe, what would it be?
Man, you already know, bro. If man, if Jordan was to hit me up, man, Marcus, and and they was talking about, man, you do any shoe, I'd be like, so I can do a Jordan 1? Man, I'd murder a Jordan 1, man. I'd do I would want to do something. It would be very much it would be catered to Milwaukee, kind of like how they did like the LAs and stuff like that or whatever. But since that's already been done, I wouldn't do that. But that's always been something in my mind where you put all the teams from Milwaukee like in one shoe. But I just wouldn't stick to Milwaukee because I'm a huge fan of the Green Bay Packers. I'm a Wisconsin Badgers fanatic, for the Big Ten Conference. Like
Go
Q the
Buckeyes.
Queen. Yeah, see, I can't. Oh my God, I can't do them.
Says the guy wearing a Bulls hat.
Ohio State.
That's my
Like
team.
that's
Gotta
the
die.
only team. That's the only team in the Big Ten that cannot mess with us when it comes to football. I mean, they can mess with us, but there's no other
I'm
team in the
sorry.
Big
I'm
Ten.
sorry. I hear you there. What?
Outside of the Buckeyes, there's nobody in the Big Ten football wise that can mess with us.
I agree.
There's nobody else, and every time we get put up to them, they always knock us down. That's it. But I mean, yeah, I'm a Badgers fanatic. I grew up in Milwaukee, and I love the Badgers more than I love Marquette. Because I'm a Big Ten fanatic. Like growing up as a kid, like everything was Big Ten. Especially in basketball. When you talking about basketball, like it was Big Ten before the Marquette Warriors was in the Conference USA, and then they were the Big East and all that other mess that they were dealing with or whatever. It was always about the Big Ten or whatever in Milwaukee. So, most definitely I want to incorporate the Bucks and the Brewers. But then also as well, like I said, like the Badgers and different things like that about Milwaukee because and I told you what I'm already doing, AJ, you know what I'm saying? As far as the documentary and stuff like that for the culture, from where I'm from and everything like that, and then incorporating, also as you as well with the collection and everything like that. But I've been working on that for a couple of years now, and I'll finish that this summer. But we have a deep, rich culture in Milwaukee when it comes to sneakers. I mean, for decades. But I mean, we're the next door neighbor to Chicago, so we should because just like how everything like it's just not getting exposed that Chicago gets everything and they get it early, and how breaking everybody they get shoes early and stuff like that. But what people fail to realize that's been going on for decades. When Jordan was in the league and he was playing for the Bulls, shoes were being able to get out early in Chicago. Like we used to drive to Chicago to go get our Jordans. Like if there was a certain colorway or something that came out and we couldn't get it, we drove to Illinois. We drove to the state line. I'll put it like that. All you had to do was just drive like to Gurney Mills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that's watching this right now may not know who a Gurney Mills is, but you know what I'm saying? We would drive to the state line to go to Gurney Mills. You know what I'm saying? To Six Flags and then go across the street to the mall to go, you know what I'm saying? To the mall to go, get those pairs.
But now Gurney Mills has turned more into like an outlet. And
yeah, exactly.
Jordan doesn't like putting shoes, like that. So that's
exactly. So then it went from going from the state line to actually having to go into hold on, let me meet you.
That's
so actually going into Chicago to go get pairs, which Chicago's only about 45 minutes away basically. So, but it's been like that for decades. That's not nothing new that, just because you see it now because there's an internet, and you seeing people like Break and other people, you know, like Fine Line that are putting it, you know, having a platform and putting it out there on YouTube. But this isn't something new. Like if you're from the area, you know, like AJ, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you know, like this is, you know what I'm saying, even when Jordan was playing for the Bulls, it was very easy to get Jordans back in the day, you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
So
you can walk into a mall at like at 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, pick your pair up in your size for $100, 120 something with tax.
120, yeah,
walk right
yep.
out.
And go to school because we most definitely used to skip school. I wouldn't say we skipped school. We just wouldn't go to school in the morning. And because we went to the mall to go pick them shoes up when they opened up at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then we went to school and made it by lunchtime. You know, whatever. That's a fact.
Yeah. Hey, Will, you still there?
I put him on mute. Yeah, I put him on mute because it was.
No, I think his camera's off. I want to ask him what he would design. All right, until he comes.
Oh no, I'm still trying to fix these damn microphone, man.
All right. So, what would you pick? What would be your shoe that you would design? I think he's back.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably a 5, bro. Probably a 5.
Not many people say it. Okay.
That would be dope too.
What about you, bro?
A 3, I'm guessing.
Bro, if you say easy,
you already know, bro. You already know.
I never even met him. I say a 3.
Yeah,
yep.
Exactly.
Wait up. Let me ask you something. If it wasn't a Jordan, what sneaker would you want it?
Or it could be any shoe. Any shoe.
No, I'm saying if your choice wasn't a Jordan.
Yeah.
Seems like everybody's picking a Jordan. What if you didn't have a Jordan? What if you got to pick another sneaker silhouette? What would it be, or another brand?
Mine would be an Air Force One. That's out the gate. That's a no-brainer.
It would either be a Saucony, or it would be a New Balance 997.
I thought he was gonna say Crocs, but hey.
Yeah, mine would be an Air Force One. That's a no-brainer for me. Matter of fact, an Air Force One would be first, to be honest with you, over a Jordan 1, because the Jordan 4 started out for me as a serious collector, which was the black and red 4 in '89. But even before '89, the white on white Air Force One started it out for me as a kid, where the white on white actually started for me where it was like, yo, I gotta have them, you know, whatever, that got me into sneakers. You know how you go through that time frame of like, you got, you know what I'm saying, it was a certain shoe that actually got you into sneakers, and then there's an actual shoe that started you got serious about collecting.
Mine was the Grant Hill 95s, his rookie joints.
Which had that's
the first time I noticed the sneaker. Like I noticed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so and that's what it was for me. Like the white on white Air Force One, something about that cocaine white that just, I gotta have that, because you was a cool kid, and that also was the era of like really like learning yourself, and it was like, oh, you know, you want to be cool, you don't want to look like a lame, you don't want to look like a square, you know, and it was like having a pair of white on white Air Force One lows established you as at least somewhat of a cool kid. You know what I'm saying?
And it was a safe sneaker too.
It was
they won't clown you on Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy, because here in Georgia, the Air Force Ones wasn't it, bro. Like here, it was all about Reebok Classics, bro.
Yeah.
Like you had a fresh pair of all white or all black Reebok Classics, you was fresh.
And that's what's different about how we doing this now, because like if you never been off your block, or you never been out of your city or your state, you don't know about different regions and cultures and stuff like that or whatever. Like I learned about this stuff like because I traveled as a kid playing basketball, stuff like that or whatever. But you wouldn't know out the gate, you know, whatever, if you ain't never been nowhere. So like I knew about like Reebok classes and stuff like that, like going to the South and stuff like that. I used to go to my grandmother's house and she, you know, she's from Louisiana. you know, so I used to go to my grandmother's house like every summer. You know what I'm saying? So in Louisiana, you know what it is about Reebok Classics, you know, whatever
Yes.
like that. But then
Yeah.
you go back up north and you wearing Reebok Classics, it wasn't like that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now when the No Limit and the Cash Money era popped off, that is exposing the world to a different region and it puts you on. So that's when it started getting more popular. But before them, no. It's always been in Milwaukee and Chicago, but most definitely in Milwaukee, the Air Force One is the number one selling sneaker. The number, you know, that's Milwaukee is the number one city of selling Air Force Ones. Is the
Well,
number one.
Well, Nike's top selling shoe in general
Yeah.
is the Air Force One.
Yes, that's a fact.
Have you noticed they never, no advertising, nothing. It's just
Never.
because the way it is. So that's what one of their tops were. But for me, man, if I was to design, I mean, like if like again, like I'm a Jordan 1 guy, but I would step out. Like if you say it couldn't be a Jordan, I would love to do and this is not just because of the hype stuff, because I've been wearing SBs before they were SBs, before when they were called Nike Pro Bs. I would do, a lot of people don't know that they were, so I would do, now they're SBs, SB lows.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be, I could do some damage with that.
That'd be dope.
That's a good choice,
or
right
even
there.
some Converse, man, Chuck Taylor lows. I mean, I don't like the highs as much because my ankles are too fat for that. So the lows fit perfect, so I would do something creative with that. If not that, then yeah, some SBs. Will,
Yeah.
what would you say? What were you saying before?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you
now we
good.
hear you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was saying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, so no. If you could design a sneaker, what would it be?
All right.
It doesn't have to be a Jordan. It could be whatever.
Besides the 5, you already said the 5, bro.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Coming up, I ain't have a lot of J's like that anyway, so we mostly rock like in high school was like you say, like the Air Force One. That was I guess the typical, not too expensive shoe to still say, you ain't had nobody really like kind of riding you or,
Yeah.
up on you like that. So yeah, that was that basic Air Force One. I had a lot of Air Force One.
Cool. Yeah, I mean that's the question I had. I mean, you don't have to turn it into a little panel real quick, rep.
I already know. I see.
Yeah. Like Air
Hey.
Force Ones was safe. What this how I started my collection. To be honest, because Air Force like colorways in Milwaukee, like colorways used to come out crazy in the summertime, and then once the fall would hit, you would have to buy whatever white on whites you could because after the fall break,
Done.
it was done. They was not shipping no whites to Milwaukee. I don't know about other regions, but to Milwaukee they wasn't shipping them.
Same way.
You know what I'm saying? It would be all black. You know what I'm saying? Or you would get the black with the gum bottom. You know what I'm saying? You might get the black with the gum bottom, then you're doing something because you got the gum bottom on the joints. But you wasn't getting them like that. Then once the snow broke and springtime hit, then you would start trickling in colors. Summer hit, that June 1st area, that first week of June, then you would start popping like the white and purple, the white and yellow, the white and red. I'm talking all checks. I'm not talking like, you know what I'm saying, parts of the shoe. It'd be all white with a red check, all white with a yellow check, yellow bottom, stuff like that or whatever. And you was doing it. So then that's how I started really collecting because back in the day, Jordans wasn't coming out every week. You got 1 or 2 colorways. When they came, you had to get them when you could get them, and that was it. So, with Air Force Ones, they were continuously coming out with different colorways, and if you got different outfits, you need something to match with them, right? So that's how we used to get busy, by buying the different colors or whatever. But then I started, how can I say, diversifying my portfolio. You know what I'm saying? To where we was doing, K-Swiss got the popping. You know what I'm saying? K-Swiss had a wave.
Yeah, he did. I remember you couldn't wear no K-Swiss, so I ain't gonna start. In my era, I would.
Man, in Milwaukee in the early '90s, K Swiss had a run, and we
Yeah,
was
I remember
and
K-Swiss with the
prep when you had a look, when you would do that preppy look. K
yeah,
Swiss. I don't like K Swiss.
yo, you could rock the rock
the
the
all
boys
white,
to men
the all
outfit
white.
wave. Come on, man, like yo, like they, you know what I'm saying, that was a moment right there.
With the twisty tongue, man,
Yeah.
Do the
that
shell
was something
toes. I
else.
remember the shell toes came through.
Yeah,
Brother.
shell toes always have had. They've always popped in and out
Yeah.
consistently. Always popped in and out. You know, then the DMV DC area got started buzzing with with New Balance, because then they started getting more of a you know you start hearing more things about the East Coast when like in the DC area. And that's how I found out about New Balance, to be honest with you. Because back in the day, we didn't have no internet. But you would hear about, something. So then I used to
Yeah, because
hear about the DC.
Concept started bringing the New Balance back in the DC area.
Right.
Like, if it wasn't for like stores like Concept,
yeah,
bro, I mean, it's because of them where the New Balance got big. And I mean, because before that, DC is known for foams. That's their thing.
That's a fact.
New
That's a
York
fact.
for Uptown, Air Forces. Chicago was people always saying, "Oh, only Jordans." Nah, Chicago was known for white on whites.
Yeah, that's
If
a
you ever
fact.
got caught with black on blacks, your better ass be walking the other way.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but
It was
all
about
right, brother,
white
I gotta
ones.
jump off. My thing's about 5% is about to die. So I mean,
Yeah,
we've been on
I'm
like
the same.
3.5 hours.
Yeah,
Bro. This is
we've been
dope.
on here for a minute. Yeah, I was just about to shut it down. I mean, got a little bit. We got to talking about these niggas. I got a little geek, but I'm tired too, and I got to check on my own wife, man. So let's go ahead and just shut it down for the night, man. Everybody hit their outros, man. First of all, I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? That stayed with us the whole time, man. Y'all didn't have to. So much love to everybody that popped in, and everybody that watched tonight, man. Hit your outros.
All right. Well, I'm AJ. And I'll be here as much as I can. Follow me on Instagram at TAI87Kicks. And like I always say, follow me, you won't be disappointed. And next stop for me is I'll be hosting, as of right now, SneakerCon LA. And that's what I do. So
I'm Fatboy Snacks on Instagram. You can tell right there. On YouTube, I'm Throwback King. I also have a YouTube page. I really haven't posted anything in a while. If you're into Ewings, join the Ewing Squad. It's on Facebook group called Ewing Squad 33. Hit that join button. I'll make sure you get in there, man. I appreciate Rep and Walkie, everybody on this page for having me on, man.
Hey, man, Sneaks on Demand again, man. It's my YouTube, Instagram, Will Money Make a Dollar. That's one of my wrestling gimmicks. Independent wrestler, man. Shoe collector just trying to do something, man. So stay tuned for greatness, hopefully. Greatness. That's what we're pushing for.
I'll see you at your shows.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro.
Hey, I'm a sub. I'm a matter of fact. I'm finna sub here too, man. Cause I show got the trip, and I'm about to do that right now.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
And then what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Forgiving Souls, aka Soul Reaper 23, your friendly neighborhood sneaker technician. You can hit me up on IG at Forgiving Souls or at Soul Reaper 23. I do restorations, customs, tab swaps, soul swaps. I do it all, man. Hit your boy up. And I'm next up, man. I'm on my way. Y'all gonna see more of your boy.
All
Gotta
right,
hit you for
so
some tabs, bro, for the threes. I got some ideas.
Oh, I got you.
We're gonna work.
I got you.
Rep already know what I want.
yeah, exactly. Because I sure was thinking about you about a couple pairs that I need to Cause I saw what you did with the fire red threes, and yeah, my fire red threes need some midsole nurturing. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, bro. Just send them my way, bro. Hey, I'll do them on the house, bro, for the homie, man. I got you.
Man, I
Quick
appreciate it,
question.
bro. Oh yeah.
So
You can fix these. I'm gonna
he's like he needs help.
fix these.
Bro, hey Will, hey bro, you know I'm in the A, baby. Hit your
Hey,
boy up, man.
these my wife's shoes, bro. I bought them for what when they came out, and I knocked over her makeup, bro.
Bro, you see,
I
you
knocked
see
her
what I
makeup
did with
all
them
over her
win like
shoes, bro.
90. You see what I did with them win like 96s, bro? Trust me, bro. I work magic, bro. Send them my way, man. Hit me up in the DM.
Yeah, I definitely am. I'll hit you up on Instagram.
All right, guys. Thank you. Hey, I'll see you guys again next week.
Yeah. Next week. I
All
appreciate
right, AJ.
everybody coming through tonight,
All right, guys.
man.
Take care, guys. Take
Man,
care.
appreciate everybody coming through tonight, man. On the road to 2K. When I hit 2K, I most definitely if y'all saw my 1K giveaway where I gave away 5 cases of drop fronts. When I hit 2K, which I'm almost there. So make sure you guys subscribe. It's gonna be an even bigger giveaway. So stay tuned for the details on that. Cause I think I'm like 40 subs away. So make sure you guys subscribe. We do this every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys like what y'all saw tonight, we do a recap, you know what I'm saying, of the previous weekend's battle, which this past weekend was a sneaker battle of the year for me personally. It was epic. You know, we had Cadillac Jackson versus IBA, two of the brothers that's always on the show every Tuesday. You know, they battled it out, and Caddy was the victor. So that's what we do every Tuesday, and then we get to talking about sneakers and then all the other good stuff. So you know what I'm saying. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central, and that's pretty much it, man. Make sure you guys check out sneakerheadsclothingline.com. I am the CEO owner. You know what I'm saying, and then me personally, just like AJ. I be at sneaker cons. We get to traveling. I'm a part of Kicks Mafia. AJ is the head. You know what I'm saying? The Kicks Mafia.
The Don.
Yeah, exactly. we did the collab together. And we got more collabs. You know what I'm saying, that we're in the process of doing as far as t-shirts. If you guys like the Kicks Mafia shirt that we did, we are actually doing an exclusive to the public, a small run that
Rep, do we have any left? Is it nothing? There's nothing left right now at the moment, right?
No, not
Any shirts?
until we do the public release.
I think I have one extra.
Okay.
At your 2K, let's give it away.
All right, bet. Let's do it. So
whoever wins it is going to be the only one outside of the Kicks Mafia to have it.
And Tweezy won the giveaway, but Tweezy technically is an affiliate because he won the giveaway. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, whoever wins this giveaway, it's a PE exclusive. Nobody else outside of the family has this shirt. So if you guys have seen it, I don't even have it in front of me right now, but no, is this it? All right, I ain't getting up, but it's over there somewhere. So yeah. So next week we'll show it. We'll show it next week if you guys haven't seen it before. If you guys go to AJ's, if you go to his Instagram, if you haven't followed him yet, do it now, and you'll see it all over, his Instagram or whatever.
If the person who wins it wants it signed by all like the YouTubers on it, we will make that happen for you. So
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, they got Break on it, Flight on it, Snipe on it, Jumperman Chris, Marco Alvin, myself, Rep, Ahmad, Rachel. I mean, we got everybody. So
yeah,
if that's something that you guys are looking for, we can make it happen.
Yeah, and we did it. We did it after the Death Row family iconic picture that we did. We did that concept, for the Kicks Mafia PET. So make sure you guys check out for that, and sub up so you can be a part of the giveaway, man. Otherwise, man, appreciate everybody coming through tonight, man. Fat Boy Snacks, man, appreciate you coming through, man. We never got to meet, but I've been checking you out for a minute, man. Sneaks on Demand, first time checking you out, bro, man. Appreciate you coming through. I just got done doing that sub, so I look forward to seeing more stuff from you. And then this guy over here, man, Soul Reaper, man, you already know what it is, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Peace, guys.